This is the Bulldog Sports TV pregame show, sponsored by Green Hills Insurance of Bethany. If you need it insured, they've got you covered. Now let's head out to the ball game.
All right, and we welcome you into South Harrison's Memorial Stadium. CF Rainey here on Bulldog Sports TV, be joined by my co-host Andrew Sweat here in a moment, but joined right now by Jeremy Benson. And so Jeremy is with GrandRiverConference.com. You started that, and he and I were talking beforehand. A couple guys working in sports stuff, but both pastors as well. And so if you haven't checked out his social media stuff, his website, you need to do that. So Jeremy, maybe just kind of share with everyone what the website is and
Sure.
what you do with all your social media.
Yeah, so I do several things. I think the one that most people see is the Facebook and the presence I have on there, but I have pages for the Grand River Conference on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I don't call it X, but Twitter, and also Threads as well. Although that one's not as popular. But basically, on social media, the big thing that I do is I really share a lot of information that other schools post, and then I will come to games like tonight and take photos and post them whenever I get around to getting to them. But also, we have Player of the Week, Team of the Week that is posted on social media as well. Most of the people know that you can vote on there each week when I have the candidates for the Player of the Week. And then we have a lot of year-end awards as well that you'll see coming up in really early June. But on the website is really a place for all the information. If you want to know anything that's going on with any of the sports, and I actually added volleyball this year to it, which is a little challenging getting those scores. But we have scores of all of the team sports, standings, schedules for all the team sports, and then there's also have a blog that I will do some stories. My plan is to have a story on this game tomorrow. Or maybe Sunday. It depends on when I can get to it. But have that, and then we also have a lot of history on there with really the history of the conference, history of conference championships. I've been putting the all-conference teams on there for about the past 6 years. So just a lot of information out there for the website.
And it's one of those things, Jeremy, I know people watching, obviously this is week 2, South Harrison, Putnam County, second Grand River Conference game for both these teams. They both opened in conference last week. South Harrison, obviously, a long history in the Grand River Conference. Putnam, one of those newer teams. But your job got even bigger as 8-man football came around and the conference split into the GRC and GRC West. But if you haven't went to the website, number one, if you follow high school sports in the area, make sure to follow him on social media. Jeremy's been great sharing some of our stuff that we put on and a number of other people that broadcast and stream and schools that put stuff on. So it's a great one source that you have for people to go to. Because sometimes you want to know not just about your school, you want to see, hey, we're playing this team, what they do last week. So you can see all that stuff on his social media. But again, the website, and I was telling Jeremy, especially during basketball season, he compiles all the stats. You can look at the free throw percentage of a certain player at a certain place. And then growing up, I grew up in Albany, graduated in 1990, so going back and looking at that history too, Jeremy, I appreciate the ability to go back and look. And I can see some conference championships that I was a very, very, very small part of in some of those instances. But if you haven't checked him out on social media and his website, make sure to do that. And so, Jeremy, are there things maybe you're looking to add or expand in as you go?
I've been thinking about things. I said I added volleyball this year. There's really some other, I would say drill downs into some of the games and stats that I've been looking at. Like one of the things I just added to is you can go on there and you can put 2 of the GRC teams or GRC West teams, and then you can get their common opponents for the sport. I have that for all the team sports now. I had basketball and football, but I added the other ones. But there's some other things that I am looking to add on there. Like one that I've been thinking about is basically just, for a team, what was the record against every team, and then and not just for this year, but for like the past 10 years that I have information on there. But it's, every once in a while I get ideas. I love ideas from other people. Some of the stuff that I put on there is because I've had ideas from other people. And so there's just a lot of information. The website is grandriverconference.com, just to let you know. I like grc.com, but somebody already has that, and I don't know if they're going to relinquish it. So you have to type out grandriverconference.com, bookmark it, and then you don't have to do it anymore.
And so, Jeremy, we appreciate you stopping in.
Sure.
He's going to be taking some pictures, so make sure to follow him on social media, all those places. I still call it Twitter, too.
Yes.
And that's where I follow you a lot. That's where I get my scores and everything,
Right.
and you're one of my favorites on there that I follow and look after. So make sure to follow GrandRiverConference.com. Go to their website, follow all their information on social media. And Jeremy, again, thank you a lot for being with us.
You're
and
welcome.
we appreciate Green Hills Insurance. Jeremy mentioned one of their sponsors as well.
Right.
We'll go ahead and take a break and come back for more pregame after this message.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany, is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon, we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
At Petty John Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com, member FDIC.
All right, so see if Rainey joined back by my partner here on football broadcast, Andrew Sweat. Look how cool Andrew looks, man. Young guy with the sunglasses and the hat on backwards.
Home game, baby.
Yeah, I can't pull that off at 53. I just sit over here in the corner. I want to thank Jeremy Benson of GrandRiverConference.com again for being with us. But as they're announcing the starting lineups here, beautiful night for football.
Oh, yeah.
And, Andrew, one of those coming in, both teams 1-0. I mean, early in the season, both with the one conference win. But one of those games, most people probably expect these two teams to be somewhere in the upper half of the conference.
Yeah.
And so what do you think we'll see tonight?
Yeah, like you said, two undefeated teams coming in. I feel like it's pretty rare. The first 2 weeks of the season are GRC matchups, and you really got to lock in for those because that's crucial. Obviously, you want to win every game, but especially the ones in your conference. Putnam County coming in, they smoked Marceline last week. I don't think a lot of people really expected that. We're going to get to see them firsthand tonight, but this South Harrison team, we smoked Milan, so. Really excited to see Bryson Quinley's back this game. I hear he's got his hand wrapped up in a lobster claw is what they're calling it. We'll throw back to the catfish back in my day. But, excited to see him. Jet Cornett, obviously. Craig Coffey, Mason Galloway, all these offensive players, and that defense is stacked as well. So excited to see the Dogs tonight, the black jerseys. I like it.
Yeah, and it brings me back to when I moved to Bethany to South Harrison, and it's when Coach Mark Schilb started the black jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
And South Harrison had always had good teams as far as skills, but they'd always struggled to really get over the top. And he came in at a perfect time. Obviously, had a number of guys that went and played college football.
Yep.
But boy, 4 state semifinal games, multiple conference championships, district championships. And there's something that just brings back memory to me. Seeing these black jerseys out on the field from the early 2000s when we got here. And the interesting thing tonight, I think, in talking to defense coordinator Coach Eric Coffey, these two teams very similar. Coach Schoening mentioned it in our interview with him. Similar offenses, kind of similar skills. Coach Coffey, his son is Craig Coffey, who's starting running back and linebacker, and he mentioned this Putnam County team was the one that gave this group of seniors trouble when they were in 8th grade. Gotcha. And you never know, right, how people progress and how that all ends up. Mm-hmm. But he's like, they're a team that has good size across the line. They've got some returning guys running the ball. For some reason, it seems like Putnam County always has kind of some small scat back guys that are quick, can get to the edge. The one thing that is a little different is a new quarterback. And so one game of film doesn't give you a lot to see on that. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. And then, Andrew, I think the other thing to look at is South Harrison last week, right? No turnovers, very few penalties, pretty error-free football, and how that translates into week 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a good thing that you don't have a lot to progress on since you played so well last week. But, against probably a little bit of a better team, you are going to probably make some mistakes. Excited to see how they're gonna bounce back from those. Yeah, I was looking at the program and the roster for Putnam County a little bit. There's a few names that I recognize here. Diego Lopez, I remember he was kind of the quick running back type, and then he got like an Engstrom Watt. And excited to see the new quarterback this year as well. So Putnam County, it's a long ways away. We kind of talked about this in high school. Sometimes it can take a little bit of a toll on you making those big travels. Luckily, it's a home game for us here at Memorial Stadium, packed house. Like I said, black jerseys, beautiful weather.
Yeah, perfect.
Just excited to get this game started.
Well, still, I think because early season, by rule, you have to take like the breaks for heat and everything, even though it is totally not needed
Don't need it.
On a night like this. But I think the other thing we talk about with South Harrison, we mentioned Bryson Quinley, who didn't play last week because of the hand injury. He's the returning starting quarterback, so can play tonight but will not play quarterback because of the hand. He can't take a snap or throw the ball very well. And so he'll be in different positions tonight. The other injury South Harrison had going into last week was senior running back Brendan Hoover. And he is still out, but I actually saw him this evening as I was setting up. His goal is to come back next week. He technically probably could have came back this week with a hamstring issue, but coach is wanting to rest that. And so that's another weapon offensively for South Harrison, then a guy in the defensive backfield. And so no injuries from the game last week.
Yeah.
Those injuries all pre-existing, and so South Harrison coming in healthy as the captains are meeting here at midfield.
Yeah. Let's get the coin toss. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I didn't even know the South Harrison put in the new away bleachers over there. This is looking nice.
Yeah.
A little upgrade for the away squad.
At least give a place to set where you can see over the fence.
Yeah.
Those old bleachers had been there a long time. They've been
yeah.
Repainted and new wood put on them, but the ability to put some new up, and I think the idea is to expand over there for not only visitors in football, but as we host track meets and everything.
Oh, yeah.
To have that expanded seating.
Awesome.
And so South Harrison continue to grow and do those things. We're in store for a big night. Putnam County, again, as we hear the announcer here, Daniel Darby, setting up here the box with us. Putnam County won, but they will defer, so South Harrison will go ahead and receive. We'll step away and be back for kickoff after this commercial break.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nopal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nopal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nopal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Have friends or family coming to Bethany? Give them a home away from home at Hidden Acres Cabin Rentals. In the rolling hills of Bethany, our cozy cabins start at $140 a night and include everything guests need to relax: private space, modern amenities, and a peaceful country setting. Book a cabin today at hiddenacrescabinrentals.com or call 660-373-9927. Hidden Acres Cabins. Comfort for your guests, just minutes from you.
All right, and so Putnam County wearing their white jerseys, gray pants, blue helmets. South Harrison again, purple pants, black jerseys, and purple helmets as we get ready for the kickoff here.
Yep, so here we go. The Midgets going to boot this one away. High kick, but not very long. Takes a South Harrison bounce. And looks like Putnam County recovered it. And the Midgets are going to have the ball first.
Well, we mentioned South Harrison was able to stay away from penalties last week.
Yeah.
And turnovers, and you get one right off the bat here. And we apologize as we're looking into the sun. We're trying to get our...
So just like that, the Putnam County Midgets are going to start first down and 10. Here comes number 2, Sawyer Morgan at quarterback. He's going to hand it off on the counter play, and they're going to have a tough time dragging him down. It's number 12, Corbin Campbell Johnson. Decent pickup. Going to bring up a second down and about 3.
7 on the play, brings up second and third. Second and 3.
So Sawyer Morgan's going to take the Midgets back out onto the field. He starts from the gun here. He's got 2 on the outside. 7 comes in motion. He's going to hand it off on the jet sweep around the far side, and he has room. First down and more, and they are inside the 10.
Hand off to number 7, Trevin Beidiger. Brought down by number 49, Craig Coffey.
So big play that time.
Brings up first and goal.
Setting up that first and goal there, Andrew.
Yeah. Not the way you want to start this game if you're the South Harrison Bulldogs for sure. But here we go. First down and goal for the Midgets. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, but nothing's going there. Good stop by that South Harrison D-line. Going to bring up a second and goal.
Yeah. Good job inside. Looked like Joel McCall was in there.
Yep.
Number 11. Trevor Henry, freshman, playing in there.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So second and goal here, Andrew, as South Harrison needs to bow up.
Yep. Yeah, 2nd and goal. Sawyer Morgan from the gun trips on the far side. He's going to take the snap. It's high. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Angstrom Watt. Watt fighting for some kind of yardage. He is going to get maybe 1. They're going to be short of that goal line. Going to bring a third down and goal.
Short gain on the play.
So,
Brings up
looks like 3rd and
down.
It's hard to see from over here, but I'd say 3rd down and
3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, somewhere in there.
Yeah, if South Harrison can make this stop here, it'd be big, but you got to think there's probably 2 downs. Morgan going to take the snap, hands it off to Angstrom Watt, and he is stuffed again.
Man, nice job inside.
There's a few guys in there. Saw Nick Mars was in there as well as a couple.
So opportunity here for South Harrison, Andrew, to maybe gain some momentum back.
Yeah, if they can make a stop here, that would be massive.
Now, granted, you'd be snapping the ball out of your end zone, but you'd prefer that to giving up 6.
Better than a touchdown. So 4th and goal, Sawyer Morgan in the gun. He's going to take the snap, looking to pass. He's going to fire it. Connect number 4, he drops it incomplete, and South Harrison survives. What could have been a disaster to start this ball game.
Yeah, and that was – it was open. I mean, it was short. It was short of the end zone, and South Harrison did have a defender there. Appreciate everyone tuning in to watch. Got to Coach Corbett's family watching from mid-Missouri.
There we go. But 1st and goal, Jet Cornett leads the team out back onto the field. Cornett under center takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off to Cray Coffey.
Hand off up the middle.
He's going to get a decent gain there. Going to bring up a 2nd down.
Yeah, and that's one of those you just want to get it out of.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything too crazy down this deep.
Just want to get it out where you're not snapping it necessarily right at the goal line.
Cornett on 2nd down. Going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to, looks like Mason Galloway, but he is stopped. Nothing going there.
Yeah, not much space over that right side of the line. And that is where, in talking to the South Harrison coaches, looks like it'll be 3rd and 4 here, Andrew.
Yep.
And so this is where, you know, if you're Putnam County, you'd like to get a stop, force South Harrison to punt out of their end zone and play some field position. And to South Harrison, they relied on that running game last week. When they did pass, it was successful, but for the most part, relied on that running game with Cray Coffey and Mason Galloway.
Yeah, so a crucial 3rd down here. Cornett's going to line up under center. Coffey, the lone back in the backfield. He's going to do a little pitch. Excuse me, that's Mason Galloway. Galloway, he's going to be close.
Yeah, number 11 out there.
That is good enough for a 1st down.
That's a nice play out there by number 11 out on the edge because he was in space, and if Galloway gets by him, then he's gone.
Yeah.
And so.
Good job of getting just enough to move those chains. And you got a little bit of breathing room now.
Yeah, big 1st down for South Harrison.
So 1st and 10. Coffey and Galloway in the backfield. Cornett's going to hand it off right up the middle. That's Cray Coffey. And they do a pretty good job at stopping him there. It gets maybe 2. It brings up a 3rd down. Excuse me, a 2nd down.
Yeah, and that's one of those. Looks like he got a couple. That's one of those, if you look at this defense, completely different from what we saw from Milan to begin the game last week where they were backed off. And Putnam County crowding that line of scrimmage. They do have a single safety deep.
Just in case they decide to do one of those passes you're not expecting. But Cornett lines up under center. It's Galloway going to go in motion. They're going to do that little rocket play around the outside. That's Mason Galloway. And I'm sure the midget defense expected that play to show up after they had such good success last week.
Yeah, and that's a play that Coach Schoning's been running for a long time.
Yeah. When I was there, he's playing that.
Yeah,
running
I was going to say, I remember that with you and my nephew Colin back there. So it looks like 3rd and 4. So South Harrison at least gets it here where it's manageable in 3rd down, but still trying to field position-wise get this out.
Yeah, here we go. Cornett is going to send Eckerson in motion, do a little screen pass here. It's dropped, and it's going to be incomplete. Cale Taggart couldn't quite hold on to it. Maybe he had a little sun in his eyes, but that's going to be a 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one. I think you nailed it. He turned right back into the sun.
Yeah.
Of course, that was the wide side of the field, and you need to get out. And Taggart made some plays last week on a reverse and then getting the ball in his hands when he had the opportunity.
Number 7, Jet Cornett. Back deep for the midgets.
Yep, you heard it. Jet Cornett is back to punt this one away. So we still have a 0-0 ball game. 5:58 left in the first quarter. He's going to boot this one away. Pretty decent punt. It's number 12, Corbin Campbell Johnson, going to be swallowed up by number 80, Jagger Campbell.
Well, that was a nice job. And Cornett, what that gives you with Cornett as your punter is it does give you the ability, if you wanted to fake it. He's your quarterback. He's an athlete. And just that little hesitation fake at least allowed South Harrison to cover that punt.
Yeah.
A little better, and so it'll be just shy of midfield here, Andrew.
Yeah, here we go. It's Sawyer Morgan leading the midget offense back on the field. High snap. He's going to hand this one off to Campbell Johnson, and the ball is free, and South Harrison may have recovered it, and they do. The Bulldogs have the ball. I couldn't quite see who jarred that loose there, but
yeah, as he was coming through, but man, that ball was loose for about 8 yards there.
Yeah. So a costly turnover by the midget offense on the first play. They got it back, and it's just like South Harrison got a big first down there.
Yeah, really, the field position is not much different than if they had got 7-8 yards on that last drive.
So Cornett back on the field here with his backs and his line here. He's going to hand it off. Mason Galloway is stuffed right away. Tried that play a couple times today. Hasn't quite worked. Brings up 2nd down and about 9.
Yeah, and it's one of those South Harrison, right? You come in with a plan, right? The old saying is everyone has a plan until you get hit in the mouth.
Yep.
And Putnam County doing a good job up front. And, again, they've got good size. You can see it there on your screen as you're watching.
Definitely a bigger team than last week.
Yeah, and they have some depth. They'll run in some fresh linemen as they do that.
So here we go, 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers on the near side. Cornett going to take the snap, going to do a halfback toss to Craig Coffey. Strong run. Not going to be enough for that first down. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Good gain brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and so that at least gets South Harrison back into this manageable spot. But what we saw last week,
sure why that clock's not rolling.
South Harrison is not getting that kind of space. I think maybe they stopped and a player went off. I didn't know if there was maybe an injury timeout just for someone to get off there. Here with 3rd and 4, Andrew.
Yep, 3rd and 4. We'll see if the Bulldogs can convert. See Bryson Quinley out there. Cornett's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Craig Coffey. Coffey plunges forward. He's going to be short of that 1st down marker, though.
Yeah.
Diego Lopez.
There just is not the space that they had last week.
Yep. And they're going to send the punt unit onto the field as they are in their own territory. Coach Schoening's a pretty aggressive play caller, but this early in the game, probably want to play it safe.
Yeah, and so here 4th and short. They at least will line up here to punt.
And he is going to boot it away. It's Campbell Johnson back there. He's just going to let this one bounce. And that takes a South Harrison bounce there. You're going to be down at around the 10-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, that's a big flip of the field there for South Harrison. As 3:41 here to go in the first. And this is a game, Andrew, we talked about last week how long that game seemed to last. Milan threw the ball a lot. In fact, they had at least one drive I remember. They did not run the ball a single time.
Yeah.
But tonight, I think with both these teams, you're going to see about a 90% run compared to throwing the ball. So the clock is moving here with 3:41 and no score yet.
Yep, first down and 10 from the 10. Sawyer Morgan going to look to pass here. He finds number 7 there on the near side, and great open field tackle by Jet Cornett. Just sweeps his leg from under. It's maybe 4 yards there.
Now they keep walking. Looks
yeah,
like
it might have been a little more.
Brings up second down.
So
that was
and that's
Trevin Beidiger with the reception.
You get someone out in space, gives you the ability to get those yards because South Harrison playing off a little bit.
Yeah. On second down, he's going to hand it off to Campbell Johnson. He's going to get the first down there, so the Midgets move the chains.
Yeah, I think he needed 4 and got about 6.
Yep.
As the play was designed to go outside, but he made a nice cut back to the inside.
First down. He's going to do a little counter play. Looks like he hands it off to number 7, Trevin Beidiger, but not a lot going there as he doesn't gain any.
Joel McCall, Ethan Smith in there. Just a short gain, a gain of 1.
Brings up second down.
So 2nd and 9 here, and they'll bring a couple players in off the sideline, Andrew. And it feels like, like a boxing match, just kind of feeling each other out here a little bit.
Yeah, a lot different from last week when it was 14-7 at end of the first. He's going to hand it off to Beidiger, and there he has something going. He breaks free. Finally knocked out of bounds around the 50-yard line. And there's an explosive play for the Putnam County Midgets.
Yeah, that's one of those where kind of, they've ran the counter, a little kind of reverse action there.
Yeah.
And just right when you're not getting your basic plays, when things aren't going well, you just try to get what you can and kind of get into their bag of tricks there.
Yeah, so first down and 10 from the 50. Before the 50, he's going to hand it off here. Number 12, Campbell Johnson. Campbell Johnson has some room here on the near side as he breaks free and tries to stay in bounds. And very good pickup for the Midgets as he's knocked out around the 25-yard line.
Midget first down.
And the last 2 plays have been pretty explosive for the Midgets.
They have been, and something South Harrison wasn't able to find on their 2 drives, as both those drives ended in a punt. And so one of those cases, Putnam County finding some space on the edge, and it was well blocked. South Harrison had someone there, looked like the defender fell down.
Yeah. So here we go. On first down, he's going to hand it off to number 8. Another really good pickup. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Number 8, Engstrom Watt.
Yeah, so we just
name I mentioned pregame, Engstrom Watt. I remember him from last year. He's a strong runner, kind of a Cray Coffee type of running back. So it's going to be a tall task for this Bulldog defense.
And so South Harrison needs to, again, kind of bow up. They did it before on that first drive when it got down here.
So first down and 10, Sawyer Morgan's looking to pass here. Does that little screen play. Finds number 15 as he's taken down. And he's going to be near that first down marker, not quite. It's going to be about 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, and so
it's Luke Aguilar with the reception.
So that is tough against South Harrison. They can get down here near the goal line as we're about done with the first quarter here, Andrew. 45 seconds on the clock.
2nd down and short. He's going to hand it off up the middle to 8. Number 8, and that is
up the middle, Engstrom Watt.
See where they mark it. Looks like he's going to be just shy.
Yeah,
Might be about
Barkley in
third
on
down
the
and
stop.
Inches.
They're looking, and they may. No, they'll go ahead and signal first down.
Yep.
That was good for a midget first down.
So Engstrom Watt again
First and goal.
is able to move the chains.
And they don't have to.
Yeah, they're probably just going to let this one
Well,
run
it's
out.
close. They may have to snap it here. Play clock's at 12. It's maybe a second difference, and I think they're going.
Yep. Doesn't look like they're planning on running anything.
Run out. And, boy, that was a speedy first
That
quarter,
was.
Andrew.
Very different from last week.
Again, we thank all of our sponsors. We'll be back for more after this message from one of our sponsors.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. For each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot Debit Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
We'll come back. Let's flip our end of the field as well, as we'll get the camera around right through the sun for everyone watching. Andrew, your mom watching from home as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so I guess it's just inside the 5 there, so let's call it 4.
Yeah, South Harrison, they've been in this position earlier in the game. They were able to make that stop. We'll see if they can do that again here. Start of the second quarter. Sawyer Morgan bringing the team out. He's going to start from the gun here. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Engstrom Watt. Nothing going, though. He might even lose a yard, because it'll bring up second down.
Ruger Johnson. Loss on the play brings up second and goal.
Well, that was a big play there. By again, you had Ruger Johnson.
Yep.
As well as Nick Mars in there for South Harrison. So second down and a loss of 2 there.
So Morgan again from the gun takes the snap. He's going to do a little pitch around here to Bidinger, and he's taken down finally after he shed 1 tackle. He gains a few, but it's still going to be third and quite a few.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got there first. I think it was
That brings up third down.
Kel Taggart kind of turned it back in. He didn't make the tackle, but he kind of made the play. And so it'll be interesting. We're on the hash, near hash, Andrew. You got the wide side of the field over on the other side.
You got to expect something possibly over there. And here we go, third down. See if the Bulldog defense can stand strong. Sawyer Morgan looking to pass. He fires to that far side. It's incomplete. Good coverage by Jet Cornett as the ball was thrown a little wide. That'll bring up a crucial 4th down.
Yeah, big play at time. Good coverage by Cornett. It was the pass was just a little wide. I think if now granted, if he throws it where the receiver is, Cornett may knock it down.
Yep.
And so he's trying to throw his receiver open there, and I think we might see him probably go back to the air here.
Yeah, trips right. He's looking to pass, fires to the end zone, knocked in the air, but it was tipped but caught.
Yeah.
Oh my, what a play.
40.
Number 40 hauls it in, and the Midgets
Jacob
strike
Jones
first here in Bethany. Wow.
And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
And, boy, he was just Jones coming across the back end, and he was able to get the touchdown reception.
Just very unfortunate. But here's Matthew Blanchard to knock through the PAT. And looks like this one will be good as the Midgets strike first here at Memorial Field. It's 7-0 Putnam County.
Yeah, so we'll be back. 10:43 to go here in the second, and we'll be back for more after this commercial break.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany, is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
All right, so 7-0 Putnam County with the lead. And, Andrew, to note, this game has been moving quickly.
Yep.
And Putnam County did win the toss, and they deferred, but they did get the ball as South Harrison wasn't able to come up with that opening kickoff. And so South Harrison needs to get something going offensively in this one.
Here they go. It's Cale Taggart's going to pick it up just past the 20. He's going to try to be patient with his blocks. He spins around a few tackles as he finally steps out of bounds as the Bulldogs get this drive started.
Yeah, nice return that time by Taggers. Looked like he didn't have much room.
South Harrison will start their drive.
And he was able to make something out of nothing there, and South Harrison will come out to their own 30. 10:36 to go here in the first half of play. And South Harrison trailing for the first time this season.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see how they can respond here as Cornett leads the offense back onto the field. You got Galloway and Coffey in the backfield. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Galloway, but nothing going. He's going to lose one.
Yeah, South Harrison.
Or he might have just been no gain. But it's going to bring up a second down.
Yeah, they'll
from
call
10.
no gain. Ball sitting right there again at the 30. But South Harrison, I think their biggest play is, 4 or 5 yards. So they compared to last week when they were getting chunks, they're going to have to work at this one against this Putnam County defensive front. And there's a lot of guys in the box there for Putnam County.
Yeah, they're stacking the box. So 2 receivers on the far side for the Dogs. Cornett under center. He's going to take the snap, and he's dropping back to pass. We don't see this very often. He's going to scramble around, and he's going to throw this one towards the middle of the field, and that is intercepted. That's number 17, Chad Wasaki, who picks it off, and the Midgets start in Bulldog territory.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. Jet Cornett has played receiver his career and comes out playing quarterback this year because of an injury to Quinley. And one thing you hear, right, as you're talking about quarterback play, and obviously it's something you learn, never throw late over the middle, and sometimes throw it into the dirt or run, take it. It's tough. And so see if Putnam County can continue to move the ball here. A little confusion.
Yeah, it looks like Sawyer Morgan's talking to one of his wing backs. But Engstrom Watt in the backfield. Sawyer Morgan's looking to pass, and he's going to throw this one on the go route down the field. Diego Lopez caught. Touchdown, Midgets. That's just Jet Cornett on the coverage there. Beautiful ball from Sawyer Morgan.
Yeah, and you mentioned before, talking about Lopez, right? Not a very big guy, but he's quick. And he was able to beat the outside coverage. And South Harrison going to have to come up with some answers here as they get ready. As they get ready to kick for the extra point.
It looks like that was actually Luke Aguilar, number 15, who made the reception there.
But again, we mentioned they've always got those small kind of scat guys with speed, can get to the edge, get down the field.
There's number 4, Matthew Blanchard. PAT is up, and it is good. So just like that, it's 14-0 Putnam County here early in the second quarter.
Yeah, 9.5 to go, and South Harrison need to come up with answers. We'll be back here at South Harrison Memorial Stadium after this break.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
All right, so CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here at South Harrison. Week 2, both teams come in 1-0 in the GRC, but it's really been all Putnam County for the most part. South Harrison bowed up early and got a goal line stop. Haven't been able to do anything offensively, Andrew.
Yeah, it's been strugglesome for the South Harrison offense. Good fair catch there for South Harrison.
Yeah, it's Trevor Henry.
Yeah, Trevor Henry. So, we've seen Cornett, he made a mistake there. We'll see how he can respond to that. Obviously, being a quarterback, you're going to throw interceptions.
That's right. And Andrew, I think the big thing here for South Harrison, you've got a large senior class, right? You're not talking about a lot of young kids. How do you respond when things are going your way?
Yeah.
And so South Harrison's going to have to show it right here as they need to get something going before halftime.
Yeah, it's a game of momentum. If you can get a little momentum here, get the crowd back into the game, that'd be great. Here's Cornett on first down. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Craig Coffey. I believe that was Craig Coffey. No, it's Mason Galloway.
Yeah, Galloway there.
Not much going.
About, what do you say, 3
It's
there?
about 3.
Nick Roberts on the initial hit.
And it just
short gain brings up second down.
Not able to get the large chunks. And so the problem, trailing by 2 scores now, taking time is going to be tough to get back in this game.
Yep. Second down and 7. Cornett in the under center is going to take the snap. This time it is Coffey, but again, short gain. It's going to bring up third down and about 5.
Yeah, it looked like.
Short gain brings up third down.
Gain of 2. And so, again, for South Harrison, 3 yards, 2 yards, 1 yard, 4
You're
yards,
used to those
3 yards.
6-7 yard gains.
Yeah,
per
you go
carry.
back and watch that last game and breaking them off. And right now they just need to move the chains. 8:23 to go here in the first half.
Third down and 5. Cornett takes the snap. He's looking to pass again. He's going to do a little, one-handed grab from Craig Coffey as he keeps the play alive, and he trucks a guy. First down, South Harrison, and that's exactly the kind of play that you need to get this momentum rolling.
Yeah, big play at time, and a little behind him, but Coffey shows his athleticism and reaches back to get it. Had blockers out in front. There was one defender there, but not able to make the stop before Craig Coffey picks up the first down, and now South Harrison moving a little bit over in midget territory.
He didn't even have any gloves on. First down and 10, Cornett under center. Eckerson comes in motion. He hands it off to Coffey again. This time they stop him. He gets maybe 2 or 3. So it'll bring up second down.
Yeah,
7:38 remaining.
I think kind of like last that last play on the screen to get the first down. I think South Harrison's going to have to get creative to get Craig Coffey the ball.
Yeah.
Because that his normal in between the tackles hasn't worked for very big chunks here.
So third down and 7 from the 46. Galloway comes in motion. Going to fake that rocket, do a little counter to Craig Coffey. And decent little gain there. It is going to bring third down and about 3.
Yeah, so one of those again, trying to get the defense, because the one thing Putnam has been, they've been flowing to the football.
Yeah.
And so there you're just trying to get them to go one way and see if you can get a quick hit back to the other side. And manageable third down here with 6.5 to go.
Coffee and Galloway in the backfield. One receiver to the left. And Galloway is going to take this one. It's going to be close. They're going to mark him short. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 1.
Yeah, and I think that's one you're on that side of the 50, and the way this game's gone.
Yeah.
I think you probably feel like you have to go for this. As a coach, you hate being in those positions where you feel like you have to, but 6 minutes to go here in the first half, down 14-0.
Yep, you need some answers here. 4th down. And looks like Putnam County is going to take a timeout here, talk things over.
Yeah, timeout, just under 6 to go, 5:56 on the clock here. And again, the Midgets 14-0 with the lead here in the second quarter. We'll be back with Putnam County South Harrison football after this commercial break.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
All right, big thanks again to all of our sponsors as we've been going through the ads. And another key play here, Andrew, for South Harrison, as they don't need a touchdown. They just need 1 yard here to get that first down.
Yeah, you got to think Craig Coffey is the go-to here. And it is, and he is going to get the first down and more as he breaks free, finally taken down. Number 12, Corbin Campbell Johnson.
Yeah, and that they I mean, had to have, right? You've got to do something to stop it. And hats off to Putnam. I thought that last drive, once they got it back, the big play was huge.
Little hurry up. They're going to hand it off to Craig Coffey once again as he gains a few. It's maybe 3. And 5:30 remaining in the second quarter. This is tough when you're a team who runs out the clock a lot. You know, if you're down 2 scores, you're not really a team that scores that quick. So it is going to kind of hurt you, but you have to come out with a score here. Here's 2nd down. Coffey the lone back. Galloway comes in motion. They're going to do that little rocket play to the far side. And, wow, what a pursuit by number 12, Corbin Campbell Johnson. That one could have been a touchdown potentially without that big tackle.
Short gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that's one of those. Maybe just got one there.
Yeah.
And so 3rd down again. You're in 4 down territory. So while they haven't got big chunks, if you're South Harrison here, you just want to get something positive to, if you have to have 4th down, Andrew, that it's a lot like the last time where it's maybe just 1 or 2 yards.
Yep. 3rd down and 6. He's going to hand it off to Coffey. Coffey is going to be short of that first down marker, so it will bring up another massive 4th down and short.
Short gain on the play brings up 4th down.
Well, what do you think there? 4th and 2, 4th and 3?
Yeah, I'd say 4th and 3.
So 4th and 3 for South Harrison. Just hit the 4-minute mark here in the first half. And remember, this half has flown by, and Putnam County did defer, so they will get the ball to begin the second half. So South Harrison really not just trailing 14-0, but up against the clock.
So big 4th down. They got Coffey and Galloway in the backfield. Eckerson comes in motion. Cornett takes the snap, hands it off, but he is not going to get there.
Handoff up the middle to Craig Coffey, brought down by number 21, Corey Chapman.
It will be Putnam County taking over on downs.
He was short on the gain. That'll be turnover on downs.
Yeah, just not much room in between the tackles at all. 3.5 to go, and if you're South Harrison, you have to get a stop here, because with Putnam County getting the ball to begin the second half. You don't want to be down 2 scores going into the third quarter. Already down 2, don't want to be down 3.
Yeah, we'll see if they stick with the run game or go back to the pass. They are going to pass. Sawyer Morgan looking downfield again. This time he overthrows his intended target. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
I will say this.
Aguilar falls incomplete.
Hats off
Second down.
to the Putnam County coaching staff, because I think in this
Coach Adam
situation
Hughes.
there is no way I would be throwing the ball, even though they did have success that last time.
Yeah.
The clock is their friend here, and that stopped it. It was I think only 6 seconds came off the clock there. I would assume we'll see a run here.
Yep. 2nd down and 10. They are going to run it to Engstrom Watt as he picks up about 5.
Initial hit, number 0.
He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
So, pretty decent game there on 2nd. Set up. Actually, they moved the chains. It's like 3rd and 4.
Yeah, it might be 3rd and 4.
South Harrison crowd trying to get the defense back in it.
Yep, you
South
hear those cowbells.
Yeah, South Harrison hasn't played with much emotion.
Yeah.
In this ball game.
That crowd trying to get him back into this game. Massive 3rd down. Sawyer Morgan takes the snap. He hands it off to Engstrom Watt up the middle, and they're going to stop him.
Hand off to Engstrom Watt.
Great job by that South Harrison D-line.
Yeah, 2.5 to go, 2:35, and South Harrison, I would assume, took the
they're going to call timeout.
Took the timeout. No gain there, and so on the timeout, we'll take one as well. Be back after this.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
Brought to you by.
All right, CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat back here at South Harrison Memorial Stadium, as it is 14-0 Putnam County, and it's been really all Putnam County offensively. They haven't necessarily looked pretty or dominant in it, but they got the short field and then made South Harrison pay with a big pass play, which I think that's a great call. You get the ball back and you just decide, hey, we're going to go for it right here and see what happens if we overthrow it, whatever. But they were able to get that second touchdown and put South Harrison trailing now by 2 scores.
Yep, so Putnam County going to punt it away, and that's a line drive. It's going to take a pretty decent roll as Cornett just lets it bounce. And that's where the Bulldogs are going to take over
Putnam County downs it at
about the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Yeah, and so 2:27 to go here, Andrew. And it's one of those situations for South Harrison. They did have some times last week that they got some big chunks. They have not seen any of that tonight.
Yeah.
Just one kind of semi-big running play by Craig Coffey. And so they need to do something and do something here in the next 2:27.
Yeah, like you said, you're going to have to get a little creative with some of the plays. Some of your normal, rocket counter plays, they've been stopped. But here we go, Cornett under center. Got one receiver to the near side here, and he's going to throw it to Cale Taggart. And looks like he was caught.
Pass complete.
Yeah, Putnam County was trying to say it was incomplete, but
looks like he was able to get under it.
Yeah, it looked like he got his hands under it.
Brings up 2nd down.
Good 5-yard pickup for the Bulldogs there.
That clock tick, tick, tick here, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first half of play.
Yeah, South Harrison got to have a little bit of urgency here. Coffey and Galloway in the backfield. Bryson Quinley in the wingback. Cale Taggart on the far side. Cornett rolls out to his left. He's looking to pass. He launches this down the field. He has a wide open man, but wasn't really wide open. I guess it was Diego Lopez with the defense there. Tight end Gage Barkley.
Yeah, you had the shorter Lopez there, so
yeah,
he was kind of overshadowed by.
It's going to pop that out of nowhere.
Barclay, and Gage Barclay, not someone South Harrison uses a ton offensively. He's usually someone that will block out there from that tight end position. And now incomplete pass, a minute 45 to go. South Harrison needs the first down.
Yeah, big third down. As Cornett going to take the snap. He fakes the handoff, looking to pass, does a little throw around to Mason Galloway, and Galloway has some room here. He's going to get the first down and goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Knocked out around the Putnam County 45.
Well, and that was a nicely drawn-out play because, honestly, it looked like they were going to try to get Craig Coffey there on that little screen out in the flat, and then Cornett shows his athleticism to be able to turn back with defense in his face and get enough on it to get it to Galloway. He wasn't able to really step into that, so Galloway could take off, but moved the chains for South Harrison.
Yeah, first down and 10 in midget territory. Cornett looking to pass again. This time he's got a little bit of time. He finds Mason Galloway there on the little out route.
Pass complete to Mason Galloway.
And that's another first. Not quite a first down, but he's going to get out of bounds.
Good gain on the play.
So
brings up second down.
Pick up about
5 or 6.
Yeah, probably about 6 there. And it's minute 33 on the clock here in the first half, Andrew. And South Harrison at least got the clock stopped there.
Yep. So we got 2 wing backs. Cornett looking to pass again. We've seen a lot of passing tonight from this Bulldog offense. He throws this one spiral down the field. It's way overthrown, though. Incomplete, intended for Cale Taggart. And Taggart looks a little
incomplete. That brings up third down.
Injured there. He's going to try to walk it off.
And that's one of those. He threw it off his back foot. He might have had some room to run outside there.
Yeah.
Did Cornett. And South Harrison, even though a minute 28 to go here on third down, the defense has backed off a little with the pass. You might be able to hit Putnam County with a draw or something up the middle, as there's a little bit more room to run.
Like you said, a minute 28, third down, and Quinley going to come in motion. He's going to hand this, fakes the handoff, and he is going to do a little quarterback keeper there. And gets the first down and out of bounds.
Jet Cornett with the quarterback keeper.
Great play by Jet Cornett.
Bulldog.
Yeah, and that was, I think, an option.
Yeah.
Keep, and that was a good pull from a guy that hasn't played a whole lot of quarterback in his career, but that was a nice pull. And so clock stops with a minute 22, Andrew, and South Harrison now down the 33 here.
Yep. You're going to have a big play here against this tough Putnam County defense. Eckerson going to come in motion, and Cornett's looking to pass again. He's got some time. He's going to decide to take this one as he steps out of bounds. It's maybe 3 or 4. He's out around the 30.
No, and that is, to me, that's the right play there.
Yeah, you don't want to force
from your
something down the field.
But because you need to score here as it's 2nd and 7, and so you don't want to just throw it up for grabs. And see South Harrison with a minute 15 to go. Yep. See what they do here.
Been preserving as much time as possible. The second down, Cornett looking to pass again. And 7 comes around the outside, and Cornett going to escape as he's finally taken down. So a near disaster there.
Yeah.
South Harrison.
that ball, he's waving around like a loaf of bread there a little bit. But Cornett, a kid, basketball player, used to palming the ball.
Yeah.
Timeout South Harrison. We'll go ahead and stay here, Andrew, as we're looking at, what is it, 3rd and 8 here, a loss on that play. And so 1:05 on the clock. You do have 2 downs to get your first down. And we appreciate everyone watching as people have been commenting as well. And Karen Robertson, again, your mom, Barb Meadows, Karen Guffey, appreciate everyone that is tuned in to be able to watch us here tonight. And South Harrison, Andrew, trails 14-0. It started on the opening kickoff. They lose the opening kickoff. Putnam gets it, moves the ball. South Harrison did get the stop, but offensively they've really struggled trying to get anything going as far as being cohesive and able to string a few plays together here.
Yeah, not a lot going to plan for South Harrison, but they have a little bit of a drive here. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. So big 3rd down. Might expect a pass again, and they are going to. Cornett looking to pass, and from around the outside, that's number 22, Nick Roberts, who storms and takes down Jet Cornett. And it's going to be 4th down and forever.
Yeah, and that's one of those, and we kind of mentioned it last week.
With the sack, that brings up 4th
as
down.
the clock running here, and South Harrison's going to let it run. Maybe surprised Putnam didn't at least
call it timeout.
Just to at least make South Harrison make a decision here. And honestly, if you're South Harrison, you can almost run this all the way down and call a timeout.
Yeah.
25 seconds.
Looks like they're going to do a fake. Cornett looking to pass. He's going to throw this one deep to Mason Galloway, and it is going to be caught for the 1st down. What a play.
Is crazy.
I don't think anybody expected that to work, but
crazy.
So now you have 16 seconds.
Boy, it's down in that corner. We barely had enough room to get our camera around. We hope we were able to give you a shot there. Yeah. Richard Mode watching. My good friend Joey Call, former youth pastor at Lone Star. Glad to have them watching from Oklahoma. And so huge play. And, again, we'll keep it here on this timeout, Andrew.
Yeah.
16.8 on the clock. And South Harrison now has the ball.
You have to score now after that.
On the 8. And so one timeout for South Harrison. So you figure when you look at this, Andrew, right, you watch football, 6 to 8 seconds per play.
Yeah.
So you have at least 2, maybe three chances at it. If you're Jet Cornett, you can't throw an interception. You can't take a sack.
Yeah.
And you've got to try to get that in there. Welcome Teresa Iddings watching as well.
Yeah, and we've seen South Harrison throw the ball a lot more than we're used to in this game, so you got to at least expect one pass play here, but they are inside the 10.
We're trying to get the whole field here, again from our angle, kind of tough to do.
So on 1st down, Cornett lines up under center. He's going to take the snap, and he is looking to pass. And a little bootleg, they're going to do that. Pass around to Mason Galloway, and Galloway walks in. Touchdown, South Harrison. And the Bulldogs with a much-needed answer.
There we go.
After the fake punt, and they're back in this.
10.3 to go. They cut it close. We said they may have a chance at 3. They just needed 1 as a nice throwback. And a nice job, Cornett, selling the run out there as he rolls out to his left. And nicely blocked as well, coming back as they'll go for the point after attempt to try to cut this lead in half from Putnam County.
And Cornett going to put it through the uprights. And we got a ball game here in Bethany. It's 14-7, Putnam County on top with 10 seconds left in the first half.
All right, so South Harrison cuts it in half. We'll come back for the last 10 seconds here after this commercial break.
At Pettyjohn Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
All right, so CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here at the half as South Harrison here, second quarter, 10.3 to go, and South Harrison, if you're South Harrison, you probably want to keep this one on the ground. You don't want to give it a chance. I mean, obviously you don't want to give them a short field, but don't want to give Putnam County a chance at a return here.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. You don't want to let up anything easier. Into a little squib kick. It was touched by Putnam County. If South Harrison can bounce on it, but Putnam County does. Takes about 4 seconds off the clock.
And so
we'll see if they just knee it out here, run it.
That would be what most teams would do here. I mean, you don't have great field position. Yeah. 6.5. If you're South Harrison, you want to make sure that you don't let anything behind you. But if you're Putnam County, you also don't want to probably put the ball in the air. And they're just going to kneel on it. They've got a guy back there in that safety position about 12 yards deep.
Yeah, so now South Harrison entering halftime with a little bit of momentum, even though they are down. Could have been a much different story if they didn't convert that fake punt there. But, yeah, it's 14-7.
Huge job. And Andrew, you mentioned, we'll talk about it here during our halftime show, but the opportunity for South Harrison to get a little momentum going into the half.
Yeah.
And we'll see how both these teams look coming out. The one thing we do know is I'll update our scoreboard there. The one thing we do know is that Putnam County will receive the kick as we get ready for halftime here. We'll step away, be back to talk about the first half after this commercial break.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com, member FDIC.
This is your Bulldog Sports TV halftime show, sponsored by O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings in Bethany. Quality and service with you in mind. Now let's join CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat.
All right, we've had a couple of things about the band. Let's show some of the show here, Andrew, as we can talk over about that first half. As we don't have a mic down the band, you'll probably be able to pick up some of it as we're here talking. And so, Andrew, it started out, it was one of those situations for South Harrison.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting the ball. Idea is, hey, we're going to get it. Let's see if we can do what we did last week and be able to move the ball, get it in the end zone, and put the other team, Putnam County in this case, on their heels. But that didn't happen. They're not able to come up with the initial kickoff. Putnam County gets it. Putnam County moves the ball.
Yeah.
And South Harrison bowed up there inside the 5, and they were able to get the stop. They do get a first down, move the chains a little bit, but field position, they end up punting. And Putnam County has just looked like the team, especially offensively, Andrew, more in sync tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this Putnam County team is a different animal than what we saw last week if you're South Harrison. So there's going to be a lot of halftime adjustments, I'm sure, on South Harrison's end. 14-7, this is obviously still winnable football game, especially after, like I said, that miraculous fake punt and then the throw to Mason Galloway with 10 seconds left into the end zone for a touchdown. But, yeah, let's just kind of go play-by-play here. Obviously, that first Putnam County touchdown was a touchdown pass tipped up in the air. Was it I think it might have been third down or fourth down. Caught by Jacob Jones as that deflection catch. 7-0 Putnam. Next South Harrison drive. Jet Cornett obviously throws that interception, the first one on the year. Then very next play, like you said, they just decide to gun it down the field. Big touchdown pass to Luke Aguilar. 14-0 Putnam. You know, South Harrison, you're thinking at that point, kind of have ourselves beat. And, you know, it really looked like that way until 30 seconds left in the first half. And then, like I said, that fake punt, touchdown. And all of a sudden, South Harrison has a little bit of momentum here. Unfortunately, they don't get the ball first. But the defense has to come out strong, and we'll see what they can do in the second half.
And really, it's Andrew, and that was a fourth down, right? South Harrison getting ready to get the stop.
Yeah.
And they seemingly did, and then off the deflection. And I remember a big play when you were in high school down in that end zone versus Milan with a stop to win a game. And so this time that end zone not lucky for South Harrison. And ultimately, Putnam has definitely moved the ball better than South Harrison has, but they haven't been dominant offensively. South Harrison has still got a couple of stops as we played here.
Yeah.
And if you're just tuning in, welcome to O'Neill's Home Furnishings halftime show as we're watching the band. Andrew Sweat, CF Rainey talking about the first half. But South Harrison, the one thing we said leading up to the season, the one thing we said last week, South Harrison wants to run the ball. That's what they want to do. That's their bread and butter. Putnam's done a good job stopping them running the ball tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, South Harrison used to those 6-7 yard gains. With last week we saw Coffey and Galloway, just that 1-2 punch. This team, they've watched a lot of film last week. You know, like we said, they're stacking the box. Last week, Milan had a defensive scheme where they're really preparing for the pass, even though we didn't pass that much. They kind of forced us to pass tonight. We saw Jet Cornett the past couple drives. He's been rolling out, throwing. He's done a pretty good job. Yeah, I mean, this Putnam County defense going to be tough, but the second half adjustments, I'm sure, will help. Have to get a little creative in the play calling, but that shouldn't be a problem.
And that'll be it. And we'll come back. We'll talk about second half adjustments after this commercial break.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nopal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nopal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nopal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Remember when filling up your car meant more than just pumping gas? At Bethany Fuel Depot, we're bringing that service back. We'll fill your tank, clean your windshield, and send you on your way with a smile, just like the good old days. Inside, you'll find a general store with vintage candy, nostalgic treats, and unique gifts. We're open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., with pumps available 24/7. Find us across from Petty John's, Bethany Fuel Depot, full service and full of charm.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. For each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot Debit Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
All right, so CF Rainey, Andrew Sweat here, O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings halftime show. And a big thank you again to all of our sponsors, business sponsors, as well as family sponsors. And we'll talk about that at the end of the ball game. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'll give you information to do that. So it is 14-7, Putnam County with the lead. They get the ball. So you've got a quarterback in Jet Cornett. He's athletic. He's shown the ability to get the ball down the field. If South Harrison finds a way here to come back, that throw it up for grabs play to Mason Galloway on the fake punt is so huge, because Putnam County had all the momentum, everything going their way. That happens, and all of a sudden, now your lead's cut in half. And so Putnam County has to learn how are they going to respond coming out of half. But if you're South Harrison, we talked about mixing some things up. What do you think are some things maybe they'll do to find a little more space against this Putnam County midget defense?
Yeah, I mean, like we've seen a few plays that they've had success on, the little throwbacks to Mason Galloway. We saw Craig Coffey make really good one-handed catch. I think a lot of those screen plays are going to have to be big here in the second half. Not a lot happening up the middle that you're able to find success on. I think Jet Cornett's going to have to make a couple big throws against this really good defense. But, yeah, we're just going to have to see this offense improvise a little bit than what they're used to. But, yeah, I think this first drive from Putnam County is really going to be telling of how this second half will go. If they can come out here and just do exactly what they do, march down the field and score, I think it's not a good sign. You're not out of the game if you're South Harrison, but it's going to be a little tougher to get back in it. But if we see the South Harrison defense, first drive, make a big stop, make Putnam County punt it, I think it's really looking good for South Harrison to get back in this one.
Yeah, and that's one of those, and both coaching staffs are talking about that. If you're Putnam County staff, you're talking about, hey, look, we can come out, we're up, we're not down in this game. We can come out, we can flex our muscle, we can go down. I mean, that first quarter went by so quickly.
Yeah.
And they were having their way. Again, they weren't getting huge chunks every time, but they were moving the chains when they had those opportunities. And that can be demoralizing to look up and realize, hey, we're down, and wow, the first quarter's gone, and we barely had a chance to do anything.
Yeah.
And so if you're South Harrison, you've got to get a stop. And so it'll be interesting. I think, Andrew, the one thing I'm thinking about is, will Putnam County come out like they did when they got that ball back and just see if they can get a big play early here in the third quarter?
Yeah, that might very well be possible. I thought it was interesting, last week Milan didn't have a ton of working in their offense. Besides Brock McDonald, we talked about him. He was a big playmaker for them. Putnam County really has a lot of different guys. Like we mentioned, that Diego Lopez, Trevor Bidinger, he's had a couple receptions. Angstrom Watt has been good in the backfield.
Yeah, Aguilar had that big catch.
Yeah. Corbin Campbell-Johnson, we've seen him in the defensive side make a few big tackles. That Mason Galloway rocket play could have been a big gain for South Harrison, but he was able to step in. Luke Aguilar. So there's not. It's kind of tough for South Harrison defense because there's not really one single guy you can single in on. But that's kind of the same for South Harrison offense. You have a lot of weapons, but I'm really looking for Mason Galloway. He had a big play. Galloway had a good game last week. I'm looking for him to really step up in this second half if he is going to be, a huge weapon for South Harrison this year. You got to have players like that step up in these big games. So I think it's going to be big for him to try to make a few plays and really just get some electricity going on this South Harrison team.
And I think that's it. If you're South Harrison, first thing you have to get a stop.
Yeah.
I don't think just down one score, Andrew. I don't think I'd come out and do anything like an onside kick or something. I think you do that if you're down 2 or 3 scores. You got to try to do something. We talked about that last week. Maybe Milan would come out and onside kick it because they were down by a number of scores. But just one score, I think you want to try to kick it away. And Jet Cornett kicked the ball fairly deep last week when he had those opportunities.
It shows you trust your defense, when you can do that too.
Yeah, and so the one thing you have to do is these teams run pretty similar offenses styles. They've got the 2 wings. They're going to run a lot of stuff in between the tackles power. They're going to get some rockets, some sweep stuff outside. And then when they get you falling asleep, they're going to put the ball in the air and see if they can't do something. They're not going, this isn't air raid. They're not shotgun, throw it all around. Both teams have the ability to do it. Both quarterbacks have shown that they can get the ball out into the hands of their playmakers. And so I think that's the thing for South Harrison, right? Can they get Craig Coffey where he breaks one instead of going for 2 or 4, he goes for 12 or 20? Can Mason Galloway break one, and he has that speed where all of a sudden he's going for 40 or 60. It's going to take a big play, because I don't think South Harrison wants to get to the point where they're just grinding it 2-3 yards at a time, getting in fourth down situations where they have to go for it to move the chains. And so it'll be interesting to see how this second half plays out, especially early, because both these teams want to be Grand River Conference champions, Andrew. And to do that, you don't want to drop one early with the hopes that someone else will beat someone down the road. You want to keep that GRC record unblemished. And I think that's what both teams are. I don't know if there'll be a tightness, but that's the goal for both these teams.
Yeah, I mean, Putnam County's a team we didn't really know what to expect at the beginning of the year. Obviously, they didn't have the best year last year. South Harrison, we knew was going to be good, coming in with a lot of returning production. But I think we're seeing definitely two. You have Brookfield in there, and there's a lot of other good teams in the conference. You're definitely seeing two top teams in the GRC play out tonight, and this could really have implications down the line as far as district seeding or even to win the GRC. So there's a lot at stake in the second half tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those. When you and I discussed the GRC and we were talking about what's the conference look like, I think there were probably 4 teams, maybe 5 that we looked at there in the conference. South Harrison, Putnam County, Brookfield, Milan was one we didn't know much about.
We mentioned
Marceline. So those are kind of the top 5, and so both these teams coming in 1-0, playing each other this early in the conference season is huge. Because again, you don't want to have to count on Brookfield or Marceline or Milan to beat someone for you to get a shot at conference. And remember in high school, and again, I was small parts of successful teams when I was in high school, but you hate to get those patches that say co-champs, right? You want to be the champions of the conference. We had Jeremy Benson on in our pregame, GrandRiverConference.com. You go to his website, it lists all those conference championships. That's the one thing. When I go back to school in Albany, if I go to the gym to watch a basketball game, I look up and I've told my kids, hey, that GRC championship in basketball, your dad was on that team. And they'll be like, what'd you do? And I'm like, not much. but I was on that team. And so those are the things both teams are thinking about. It's a cool evening, so we're not worried about guys cramping or getting overheated. So far, we've been injury-free. So 14-7 is the Putnam County lead over South Harrison here at South Harrison Memorial Stadium. And we appreciate you being with us here for the O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings halftime show. We'll hear from more of our sponsors. Be back for more after this.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
United Country Nelson Real Estate is your trusted place to go when looking to buy or sell. Licensed in 3 states, our team of experienced agents is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a home in town, wide open farmland, hunting and recreational property, or that perfect piece of land to call your own. With United Country Nelson Real Estate, you get the best of both worlds. Personal hometown service backed by nationwide exposure. Find us online at nelsonsoldit.com, and remember, no one knows the country like we do.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
All right, so see if Rainey back here during the O'Neill's Home Furnishings Floor Coverings halftime show as Putnam County with the 14-7 lead over South Harrison at the half. Putnam County will receive when we kick off here in about 5 more minutes. But I want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. And so we'll put our sponsors up. O'Neill's Home Furnishing and Floor Coverings. Again, they are the sponsors of our halftime shows throughout the season here in the fall with football, softball, and volleyball. Also, Harrison County Community Hospital are sponsors of our studio work and Sports Central with Andrew and I during the week, as well as our coaching interviews. Pettyjohn Auto Center, the Bethany Fuel Depot, Green Hills Insurance. They are our pre- and post-game sponsor. El Nepal Authentic Mexican Food, Little Clara's Garden, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, as well as BTC Bank, the Bethany Rotary Club, Bethany Building Center, United Country Real Estate, Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Hidden Acres Cabins. We also have family sponsors, and so here is a list of our family sponsors who help us be able to bring you South Harrison Athletics. Brian and Mary Quinley, Randall and Barbara Axe, Daryl Quinley and Lois Kavanaugh, Grace Lawrence and Daniel Payne, Matt and Carrie Johnson, Thomas and Carlin Hudelmeyer, Jason and Vanessa Taggart, Pat and Candy Haffey, Jeff and Tiffany Botcher, Larry and Brenda Holmes, Eric and Kathy Sweat. And so we also have Dave and Pat Barnett, Aaron and Danielle Fitzpatrick, Jack and Kelsey McCall, Andrew and Shyla Calloway, Cephas and Ingrid Panamogan, Brandon and Ollie Pulse, Chris and Courtney Schoening, Brian and Krista Corbett, as well as Patrick and Melissa Miller, Michael and Jess Estes, Paul Barone, and then we have added some, and I forgot to add that slide to our football sponsors, so let me get my list here as we will look here at some of our other family sponsors. I'm looking that up. Want to put up the information if you would like to help us sponsor, be a family sponsor here for Bulldog Sports TV. You can do so by Venmoing at the information on the screen. You can also, if you would like, send us a message. We'll put up that. You can send us a direct message on Facebook. You can email me at cf.rainey@bulldogsportstv.com. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. By doing that, gives you a chance to be able to see all of our stuff that goes up. As soon as it goes on, you'll get a notification if you have your notifications on. If you are a business and you would like to be a sponsor, we're still taking sponsorships. You've seen some of the wonderful ads that we've played. Not only do you get an audio spot, but you also get a video that we play multiple times during each of our events and games. And so we appreciate everyone that has been watching as we get ready here for the second half. Again, thank you to O'Neill's Home Furnishing and Floor Covering, sponsor of our halftime show, as we'll get ready for kickoff here. As Putnam County is awaiting the kick. We'll take care of our seating arrangement here. Welcome Andrew Sweat back in.
Yep. Yeah, ready to get this.
Jet Cornett to kick off for the Bulldogs.
Looks like Diego Lopez back to receive the kickoff.
Yeah, so some speed back there for Putnam County.
Hopefully this kickoff goes a little better than the opening kickoff.
Yeah, so we'll wait. We're gonna have to wait for another minute here, Andrew, because you take halftime and then we add 3 minutes. I don't know when that started, but it's been going on for a while, and so if you look at some of the South Harrison players trying to jump, and it is we mentioned as we were in a commercial break, right, a little bit cool here, kind of crisp tonight, so you want to make sure you keep
mid-October.
those muscles, keep those muscles loose. Usually you don't have to worry about that in the second week of the season, as Jet Cornett comes over and gets some information from Coach Casey McFall, maybe how they want to kick this. Now he's going to tell the rest of the team, at least over there on that left side. See if he adjusts the ball on the tee at all.
That looks like a
slight adjustment.
Tiny bit.
So nothing crazy there. We got 9 seconds.
Deep for the midgets, number 5, Diego Lopez. On the kick
That's
for
a big
South
second
Harrison.
half
Got a halftime, number 7,
for both
Vic
teams,
Ford
honestly, in
next.
terms of the GRC race.
All right. They'll reset the clock to 12 minutes, and we'll get ready to start this second half.
And we're off the second half. Looks like there's going to be a whistle.
Yeah, offsides,
Yeah.
I would guess.
Looks like a Bulldog
Flag
maybe
on the play, offsides on
moved
the Bulldogs.
past the 40 before the ball was kicked.
So that'll back it up and re-kick it. So that's one of those you sit there for a while and you come out
That's a 5-yard
hyped up
penalty.
and just a little too early.
Gonna re-kick.
Obviously, a lot of younger guys in on special teams. Kind of is their chance to make a big play, you know? You don't get in that much. You can get a solid tackle, but Diego Lopez back to return. But he's going to kick it. Looks like to number 24 here. He's going to take it. And a pretty solid starting field position.
Yeah, it was
in terms of that penalty and then a good return.
That was a short kick. It's one of those, if you're going to do that, you'd probably like to get a little more air under it so you can get down there and cover. So, again, good field position out near midfield here for the midgets and see if they can reestablish the run game here.
Excited to see how this Bulldog defense responds. And hopefully they can keep up the momentum from that touchdown pass before the half. 12 comes in motion. He's going to barely get the handoff, but here he goes. Corbin Campbell-Johnson breaks free as he's finally taken down around the 20.
Handoff to number 12, Corbin.
And that's not what you like to see if you're the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they got.
That was good for a midget first down.
They got outside, and there was just nobody there. Well blocked on the edge for Putnam County. And this is the one thing we talked about momentum. South Harrison had kind of stole it back, but then you have that long halftime, and you kind of lose those things.
Yep, now he's going to hand it off to, looks like number 7, Trevor Beidiger, with a really solid gain.
And South Harrison.
Just like that, they're inside the 10.
That was good for a midget first down.
And now it's 1st and goal. Well, that was way too quick. They're down right around the 5.
If you're South Harrison, you know, the drive's not a failure till they score. So if you can remain stout here, as they are going to hand it off to Angstrom Watt,
Handoff up the middle.
as he only gets a couple.
So gets down.
Really hard to tell exactly where
around
they
the
are.
3 maybe.
Short gain brings up 2nd down.
Kind of looking at this official on our side. Looks like he's standing on the 3-yard line. So
2nd and goal. Bulldogs have 2 downs to stop him, most likely. From the gun, Morgan takes the snap. He hands it off. There's a dive into the end zone. Did he cross the goal line? We haven't seen yet.
Yeah, no signal there. They'll mark him down, though, to the 1.
Yeah, he's going to be
short on the play.
So 3rd and goal here from the 1. And if you're South Harrison, you have to expect it
that brings up
the middle. So
down.
if they burn you outside, they burn you outside. You've got to stuff those A gaps here if you're South Harrison as they go under center.
There's the snap. It looks like Sawyer Morgan is going to do a little quarterback keeper, and they might have stopped him. They're going to have to check and see where the ball is.
He kind of did a little bit of a dive in there and got turned sideways.
No gain on the play.
So here we go. Here's a massive 4th down and goal.
South Harrison brings in their big freshman right in the middle there. Nibel, Carson Nibel. So see if they don't try maybe, although they're right on the edge, a quarterback sneak here. See if they don't maybe fake it up the middle and do something outside here if you're Putnam County.
Yeah, we'll see what they come up with. They have the big Angstrom Watt in the fullback position. Oh, there's 2
guys in motion.
Yeah, 2 came in motion. That's a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to back it up. As there was a miss on the snap, but
some miscommunication there by the wingbacks. That's a big break for South Harrison.
Yeah, and that was just kind of one of those early season.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Two guys not knowing what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Down.
So that's a huge penalty for Putnam County and a big break for South Harrison. South Harrison will keep Nibel out there at that nose, and now you're going to have to defend. Now you know you're going to have to defend the whole sideline to sideline here if you're South Harrison.
So here we go, 4th down. The 6 and a high snap. Sawyer Morgan. He's going to try to make a throw to the end zone, and it's incomplete, and the Bulldogs somehow stop Putnam County, even though they were down on the goal line.
Yeah, just the penalty, the snap throws off the pass play, right? It takes any timing that you had in a play away, and they had 2 receivers split out to the right. So if you're looking at slants or a little scissor route where you're bringing one guy in and the other guy out to the corner, it throws all that timing off. It was a good job by him, the quarterback, to be able to get the ball off. But pressure was applied, and now South Harrison's going to have to move it almost the length of the field.
Well, let's see what Cornett and this offense can do. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and that's Big Craig Coffee. A solid pickup, and he might have got the first down.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen. That's a gain of 11.
Johnson, that'll be good for a Bulldog.
Yeah, he had one bigger run in the first half, but there they start off with a big one in the second.
Yeah, so South Harrison, I mean, number one, you move the chains. Number two, you
get a little space.
Getting away from that goal line.
You definitely have more room in the playbook when you can have a little more space, but here is Cornett under center on 1st down and 10. Looks like they're going to try to blitz here as they hand it off, and
yeah, there's just no room. They
brought
both linebackers through the A gaps, and Galloway had no chance there. 8:24 to go here in the third quarter as the score there on the scoreboard.
Brings up 2nd down.
After a loss of 1 because of forward progress. But that's one of those, and again, Cornett, a new quarterback, so you're probably not going to get an audible or anything, but when you see those linebackers creep up, number 7 right in those A gaps, you've got to change the play somehow.
So Cornett takes the snap. He's going to hand this one off. And
hand off to Craig Coffee.
Only 1 or 2.
Yeah, looks like he gained a couple to make it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, there's a big 3rd down. If you're South Harrison, you really want to convert this to keep this drive alive.
So this will be interesting, Andrew. With this field position, do you put the ball in the air? Do you try to hit maybe a reverse or a counter? The screen plays have kind of been there to see maybe. I mean, those are safe plays throwing the ball.
Yeah, a lot of options. We'll see what Schoening in this offense came up with here. Gonna have a man in motion, fakes the handoff. They do a little counter play, and he's gonna get it.
Handoff to Bryson Quinley.
Bryson Quinley with the lobster claw in his hand.
Yeah,
last year's quarterback was able to convert.
That's Quinley's first carry of the season. He didn't play last week, and we do have a Putnam County midget down on the far side.
Yeah.
Coaching staff goes out. Trainer from South Harrison will step out as well. And so big play that time, and going to a player who hasn't touched the ball yet, that's a big call as well. We'll go ahead and take a break and step away. Be back for more after this.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
All right, so that was number 7 there for Putnam County.
Trevor Bidinger.
Yeah, who's made a lot of plays for the midgets, and so South Harrison gets the big First down there on the run by Bryson Quinley, his first touch of the season. Former quarterback, but with the injured hand, playing running back spot.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You have to have creative play calls, and I'm sure Putnam County wasn't really expecting him to get the ball there.
No, I doubt he was on their bingo card.
No. Even the risk, carrying the football with a club on your hand, but it worked out for him, and it's first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. You have Galloway come in motion. He's going to hand it off to Coffee on the halfback draw, and a strong run, and he might have had enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's right there.
Yeah, he just might be. They're going to give it to him. First down, Bulldogs.
So you right? It's Big Mo. It's that momentum, and you get a big play, you get another big play. And the other thing, Andrew, we haven't talked about is both these teams have been ramming it, heads against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's third quarter now. It's second half. That starts those things start to add up.
Yep.
And it's cumulative.
So here we go, a first down for the Bulldogs. They've had some success running. They're going to throw it to Cale Taggart here, and that ball is going to be free. Did he ever get possession of it? And they're going to call it. Putnam County picks it up and is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. There's a flag on the play.
I apologize.
Taggart
we ran
is
into
down.
The edge of the window there. We do have a flag.
So the question is, did he have possession before he lost it?
It's going to be a penalty against Putnam County.
Yep.
It looks like Taggart down. So the flag came out at the 15, so it is a post-possession.
Yep.
Looks
so
like maybe a cramp.
Will be Putnam football.
Dr. Caleb Guernsey working on Taggart, trying to stretch that out. So 10-yard penalty. We'll back it up to the 25.
Well, I mean, the good news is it wasn't a touchdown. Wasn't a scoop and score. But, you hate to see it. You're moving the football pretty well. You had that big stop deep in your own territory, but the Midgets do get the ball back.
Appreciate Rhonda Deskins. Her and her husband Keith just signed up for a family membership the other day. They would have been on that third slide if I would have slid it in. As well as Shirley McKinney and Dick and Roberta Smith. Little counter.
Yep. Corbin Campbell Johnson with the carry.
Campbell Johnson.
Going to be a solid, about 6-yard pickup.
Short gain on the play brings up second down.
So 5:45 to go here in the third quarter. It is 14-7, and South Harrison needs to come up with another stop.
Yeah, they've done it before. You just got to rely on that stout defense. But Sawyer Morgan in the gun here. This time he's going to hand it off on the jet sweeper on the outside, and he sheds a tackle there. That's Trevin Beidiger.
That'll be good for
carry as he moves the chains. Yeah, a couple missed tackles there for some Bulldogs.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there on a short gain, and now it's going to be first and goal about the 9-yard line.
So first down and goal. Corbin Campbell Johnson is going to take it, but there is a flag.
On the play.
We'll see
and
what
I would
this
assume
is.
that's in the where you get a hold there in the middle of the offensive line.
Yep. So Putnam they've had some trouble inside the 10 with some penalties here in the last couple of drives.
They have.
Which at this point, South Harrison, they need all the help they can get.
All right, appreciate that. Riediger on the name, as we had it in the program wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate the help.
Forgive me if I do it again. I'll try not to. Sawyer Morgan is going to throw it here, and that is Riediger, it looks like, with the reception on the out route.
Get down near the 5, so the penalty backs him up, but nice play.
Pass complete to Trevin Bidiger.
To get it out there. So we'll be second down, and I don't know, about 6, I think.
Yeah, 5 minutes
second
remaining.
Goal, so it's touchdown or bust here. South Harrison kind of late shifting.
Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Riger. A little spin move. So stop down.
Yeah, that one, no dice.
It's going to be a third down.
And it is one of those, so it'll be third down, and looks like it'll stay at the 6, maybe 5.5. One of those we've talked about with names.
No gain on the play.
Andrew's last name is Sweat. And he has been, he and his brother were Andrew and Luke Sweet numerous times at places.
Even though it's spelt Sweat. Don't know how that works, but here it is on third down. Sawyer Morgan to the end zone. That's a touchdown, Putnam County.
Yeah, and that time the tight end just got loose.
That's Jacob Jones with his second touchdown reception of the day. I think he has 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had the first on that deflection back, and that one, linebackers got sucked up, and he just found the empty spot there versus South Harrison to push this to 27 as we await the extra point.
There's Matthew Blanchard, the kicker. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is through. So Putnam County extends their lead 21-7 with 4:20 left in the second half of play.
All right, we will step away, hear from some more of our sponsors.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
All right, we welcome you back here, South Harrison Memorial Stadium, as Putnam County didn't happen the way probably we thought, right? They didn't just march it down. South Harrison got a stop after Putnam County moved it on that first possession. Then the turnover after South Harrison was moving the ball hurts, and then Putnam County made South Harrison pay for it.
Yeah, here's the kick, and it's Bryson Quinley. Oh, he's going to take a hit there.
That ball.
By Bryson Quinley.
He held on to it.
And he's probably feeling that one.
Yeah.
Probably hasn't had a lot of contact with him being out with an injury.
Yeah, that's one of those you're probably running a little timid anyway. We'll step away with the injured player on the field and be back after this.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com, member FDIC.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nepal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nepal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nepal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Remember when filling up your car meant more than just pumping gas? At Bethany Fuel Depot, we're bringing that service back. We'll fill your tank, clean your windshield, and send you on your way with a smile, just like the good old days. Inside, you'll find a general store with vintage candy, nostalgic treats, and unique gifts. We're open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., with pumps available 24/7. Find us across from Petty John's, Bethany Fuel Depot, full service and full of charm.
All right, we're going to move the camera over to midfield as they have medical personnel out tending to Bryson Quinley, his family out there as well. And so they'll take care of him there, and obviously hopes and prayers with Bryson that it's nothing serious, but always going to take precaution when you get situations like this, and we appreciate the medical personnel being on hand to be able to do that. And it was South Harrison trainer that works as a trainer, Dr. Caleb Guernsey, was first out there, and then they're able to call and get him some help. South Harrison administration out on the field as well. And so, Andrew, obviously we're hoping Bryson's able to be all right this evening, as we've got 4:15 left here in the third quarter. It's a 21-7 Putnam County lead over South Harrison. And so while the thoughts aren't necessarily about what's going on, Coach Chris Schoening out there right by his player's side, as well as high school principal Jason Slaughter, and players on both sides taking a knee, and cheerleaders as well. And so we'll await as they continue to make sure they can get him secured and get him off field and get him some medical attention. And so we'll go ahead and step away and be back for more after this.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot debit card. For each swipe of your Mascot debit card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot debit card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
United Country Nelson Real Estate is your trusted place to go when looking to buy or sell. Licensed in 3 states, our team of experienced agents is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a home in town, wide open farmland, hunting and recreational property, or that perfect piece of land to call your own. With United Country Nelson Real Estate, you get the best of both worlds. Personal hometown service backed by nationwide exposure. Find us online at nelsonsoldit.com, and remember, no one knows the country like we do.
All right, so we'll bring it back again as they continue to make sure that Bryson Quinley is secure, and South Harrison staff helping the medical staff, paramedics here on the scene, transport Bryson onto their UTV so they can make their way to the ambulance and get him some more medical attention. And so it's one of those situations, Andrew, and you've been there on the football field. You have injuries, and sometimes, and we're believing and hoping this is not a serious injury to Bryson.
Yeah.
But obviously they're always going to take precaution when dealing with anything where they get hit up around the head and shoulders. And so they're actually going take him over. I think they've got the ambulance over to the side, and so
and it's just tough to.
So they think maybe a collarbone is the reports we're getting, and so they're going to take him over, and our hope is that it's again nothing serious, that he's able to get that care.
Yeah, it's tough to go out there as a player to continue playing. After that, obviously, you're just thinking about Bryson and the injury, hoping he's okay and everything. You have a rest of a football game to play. It takes a while to get back in that mindset.
And the thing is, though, we know it as both teams come out, play will go on. It's the way football is, and boys, you look out there, and we'll pan back to where the line of scrimmage is, and you just see some of the size on that Putnam County defensive line, especially out here on the end, and in their nose tackle, and then athletic in their linebacker spots, and so
number 60, Aiden Harbert.
Yeah,
Harbert.
And, so it's one of those situations. Everyone's got to regroup on both sides, because even if it's not your teammate, right, to see someone injured like that and the medical personnel come out to take him off, that makes everyone start thinking. It gets parents thinking. And I know having a son that played football, those are always, as you're watching, you're seeing, is he the one that's on the ground? Is he the one getting up? Your mom had both you and your brother Luke that played. And so South Harrison coach Chris Schoening, they'll break the huddle there, and South Harrison will come back out. And it'll be 1st and 10 after the kickoff return, which is where he got injured there after the Putnam County. We're going to have to wait for the referee to get there.
So, you're down 2 scores. Obviously, he hasn't been going the way you want. This is your chance to get back the momentum and march down the field and score. But here we go. Cornett lined up under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Craig Coffey. And Coffey's got some room there, but they're going to tackle him there. Looks like it's number 24, Charlie Dickerson.
Yeah, it didn't. The hole did not stay open long, and we'll reset our scoreboard. I apologize on that.
And just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
So about a gain of 4, and like you said, the clock is ticking here for South Harrison.
They're going to start it's going to be on the 34-yard line. Looks like Cale Taggart's back out there. He had a little injury earlier. Good to see him there. But Cornett is going to take the snap. He can do a halfback toss to Mason Galloway. And it looks like another big hit there as he gets maybe 3 or 4, but it is going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Yeah, so they get into a 3rd and 3, which at least, right, we're manageable here. But, Andrew, and you mentioned it, the other thing that's against South Harrison right now is that clock. You're down now 2 scores, coming up on 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of an urgency here. Like we mentioned, South Harrison has an offense where you tend to chew the clock. But we'll see if they can score here quickly, as they are going to hand it off to Craig Coffey once again. Good strong run as he gains the first down, pushes past the 45.
Yeah, and so that's what South Harrison needed to move the chains, and 2:40 to go here in the third. And we'll see. You mentioned the urgency. If you're South Harrison, you want to try to break that huddle and see if you can save 10 seconds or so.
Yeah.
See what they do here, 1st and 10. Maybe a time you take a chance down the field.
Yeah, Cornett under center, Coffey Galloway in the backfield, Eckerson the wing back. And Cornett on that little quarterback keeper on the outside. And there's a little late hit by number 5, Diego Lopez. And that'll be in a few extra yards for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's just one of those. And you see that on all levels. The quarterback usually when they get near the sideline is going to step out.
They're always going to protect the quarterback a little more than any of the other players, obviously.
And if you see the quarterback stepping out, then you need to be able to hold up Now, granted, we've seen it, and obviously the Chiefs playing tonight down from Brazil, but we've seen it with Patrick Mahomes. Sometimes he'll go to that sideline and then not go out, but a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, sometimes you can kind of use that to your advantage if you're a quarterback. But South Harrison, they have no problem with the extra yards here. It is first down.
And coming up on that 2-minute mark as we await something.
Looks like Putnam County coach having a word with the referee here.
Yeah, so we'll get 2:12 on the clock, 21-7 there. Your score here in the third quarter, and the referee will make his way out behind the offensive, and he'll reset the play clock, and we'll get ready for play.
First down and 10, the 35. Putnam County looking to blitz here. Galloway comes in motion, going to hand it off to Craig Coffey up the middle. He gets a good 4 yards or so. Brings up a second down.
Good gain on the play. Brings up second
Yeah,
down.
and he got a nice surge there. But still, it ends up, what, 4 yards?
Yeah, it looks like Coffey maybe limping a little bit.
Maybe, yeah, we'll still call it 4. So even those plays where it looks like something's happening, it's still not a huge chunk.
Yeah. Yeah, minute 35. And they've taken their time here. Eckerson comes in motion. He's going to hand it off to Coffey, and Coffey has a little bit of room here as he's taken down just shy of that first down marker. So it'll bring up a third down.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be third down and 1. As I thought he's maybe going to get to the chain, and then when they go to mark it, they step back. We appreciate, again, everyone watching here on Bulldog Sports TV, our inaugural season, as we're bringing you South Harrison Athletics. We were at the softball game last night. We'll be back at softball on Monday as they'll take on a very good Mid-Buchanan team.
So here we go, big third down. Eckerson coming in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper for Cornett around the outside as he steps out of bounds. First down, Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was, again, another good decision. And they've only run a couple of those option plays, Andrew, but Cornett, again, being a first-time quarterback, stepping in for the injured Quinley, who obviously he was injured tonight but had the injured hand coming into the season. Has made pretty good decisions on those options when he's kept it. He's been able to move the chains both times.
Yeah, Jet Cornett's such an athlete. You can really put him anywhere on the field, but he's taken over this quarterback position pretty handily. As here we go, he's going to hand it off to Craig Coffey. They kind of faked me out. That fake pass to Mason Galloway.
Good gain on the play. Brings up second down.
It will be second down here, though.
I'd say second 4, you think?
Yeah, about second 4.
So a nice gain of 6, but we're at 20 seconds here. See if South Harrison can get one more off before the end of the quarter.
Yep. South Harrison has 2 receivers here on the near side. Galloway comes in motion. Coffey's going to do that little rocket pass to the outside. Galloway doesn't have a lot of room, though. He is knocked out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left in the third quarter, so they're going to have to do another play.
Yeah, and so in a way that is beneficial to South Harrison. So they get the first down, but it also gives them an untimed play here, basically, with just 0.3 seconds on the clock.
You can tell there's a lot of tension on the field. South Harrison needs to put up some points here as we're getting later in this game. So Cornett under center. They're showing blitz. He's going to hand it off to Mason Galloway. Galloway trudges forward.
Mason Galloway on the carry. First hit by number 5, Diego Lopez.
Yeah, and so that ends up.
It's going to be the end of the fourth quarter.
That'll take us to the end of the
down
fourth quarter
around the 4.
Excuse me, end of the third quarter.
So we'll be back for the final period after this commercial break.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
All right, CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat. We'll go ahead and switch our camera. I'd blame the camera guy, except it's me tonight for not switching that as we get into the fourth quarter here. And there'll be second and goal from the, where are we? We don't have the official on this side. He's talking to Coach Shoney. We're going neat. Yeah, they're going.
It's about the 4.
Yeah, inside the 5, so down the 4 here.
So here we go, Cornett going to take the snap. He hands it off to Craig Coffey as Coffey pushes forward and is in. South Harrison is back in the game. Starts off the fourth quarter with a Craig Coffey touchdown.
Yeah, that was the answer the Bulldogs need. And that becomes one of those, Andrew, the fact that they were able to do it just 5 seconds into this fourth helps as well.
Yeah. Still 11.
They draw to within a score as we await the point after.
Yep. And a big point after. You want to boot this through, and it's up and just through. That makes it 21-14. South Harrison a touchdown back as we get this fourth quarter started.
Yeah, so we've got a one-score game here in the final quarter. Two of the better teams here in the Grand River Conference will be back for the finale after this break.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
All right, CF Rainey, Andrew Sweat here at South Harrison High School Memorial Stadium as we await the kickoff after South Harrison scores to cut the Putnam County lead to 21-14.
Back deep for Putnam County, number 12, Corbin Campbell-Johnson on the kick for South Harrison, number 7.
Now you heard it, Corbin Campbell-Johnson back to receive. Jet Cornett to kick this one away, and it's a line drive. Campbell-Johnson's going to pick it up off the roll, and here he goes. He's got a gap there, but finally taken down just past the 35-yard line, and that's where the Midgets are going to get this drive started.
On the return, additional hit by number 24, Micah Guernsey.
And so, Andrew, if you're South Harrison,
39-yard line.
Right, the way to a victory is a stop. You have to get a stop. Time at this point, now that it's only a one-point game, isn't as big a deal, but you've got to stop this Putnam County offense.
Yeah, if Putnam County marches down the field and puts one through, it's going to be very difficult. But here it is on the first down play. That's Reidinger. Gets about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, so and they found some space there as Galloway makes the stop, but they found some space there, Andrew, kind of off tackle.
Yep.
Against the South Harrison defense.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of success on that type of play here in the second half. But, yeah, for South Harrison, you just got to bend and don't break. We know Putnam County is going to gain some yards here, but you can't let them go all the way down the field. He's going to pass it to Reidiger there, and a missed tackle opportunity as Reidiger is going to move past that first down marker down in Bulldog territory to the 45, and that's not what you want to see.
No, that's one of those situations, Andrew, right? You're there to make the play.
Yep.
You've got to make that play.
Yeah.
And South Harrison
and a game
not
of
able
this,
to come up with it. And Reidiger, he runs hard, and that time he catches it, and the tackle came in up high, and he was able to get away from it. Big first down for the Midgets.
Yeah, first down and 10, Sawyer Morgan. And the gun, he's going to hand it off to Engstrom Watt. And Watt, a strong runner, as he just trounces forward, and he's down near the 30, just before it.
That's like 14 yards there on first down, and that was right up the heart of the Bulldog defense.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen this midget offense do this, march down the field, and once they get inside the 10, South Harrison's been able to stop them, but you can't count on that happening every time.
No, and you've got to, at this point, number one, Putnam County is in 4-down territory, but if you're South Harrison, you've got to make a stand.
And here it is on the first down handoff. Trying to see who that was Campbell Johnson with the carry. It's maybe 2 or 3 there as it brings up second down.
I think it was Nick Mars on the stop.
Yep.
So at least get to the point where
short gain brings up second down.
You hold them to just a couple there.
And it looks like they're right on the 30-yard line.
We got a whistle. We'll check that. Official starts coming in from the far sideline.
And he's going to go back. So
thank you to Mrs. Taggart.
Clock keeps rolling. Just under 10 minutes left in this one. Sawyer Morgan in the gun. Engstrom Watt on his left. A couple receivers here on the near side. Diego Lopez comes in motion, but there's a flag.
Yeah, motion on that right side of the offensive line for Putnam County.
False start.
That home field advantage right there.
Yeah, and so
5-yard penalty remains, second down.
So you go right from the 30 to the 35.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it's 2nd and 13.
Yep. And this is where you can't let up a big play. They're pushed back. Bulldog defense has to come up strong here.
Yeah, fundamentals come in right now as far as wrapping up when you get there.
The crowd noise is getting louder. Diego Lopez comes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Engstrom Watt. And they're going to be able to wrap him up because he only gets a little short gain there. And it's going to bring up a big third down.
Yeah, and again, we mentioned, so it'll be 3rd and 11. We mentioned where they're at, not only on the field but in the ball game. Putnam County doesn't have to think about getting 11 on this play because you've got another down.
Yeah.
To go for it here, Andrew.
Yeah, this is 4-down territory for sure. Here we go. They have 3 receivers out wide. Sawyer Morgan's going to throw a dart to Luke Aguilar. It's completed, and that's a late hit on Cale Taggart.
Yeah.
Just an unwise decision as he was going to be well short of that first down marker.
Yeah, and that's just one you've got to know. Right, this isn't the NFL. If a guy's on the ground, he's down, and that was going to be close to a first down, but it was going to be short.
Yeah.
That'll be a personal foul. And with him on the ground, you just cannot hit him. He is down there.
Unnecessary roughness on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, when you're facing a team as good as Putnam County, you can't afford mistakes like that.
No, because the pressure was going to be on, even though South Harrison down, the pressure was going to be on Putnam County with the 4th down play. So you would assume here, Andrew, that they will keep the ball on the ground now that they got that first down.
The Bulldog crowd stays loud despite the penalty. On first down, they're going to hand it off to Reidinger.
Trevin Reidinger
He's going to get a solid gain for about 4 or 5 there.
Short gain brings up second down.
All right, we just got a message from Bryson Quinley, and he says he's doing all right and cheering on his teammates, and so glad to hear that. So any of you watching, we're thankful that Bryson, nothing serious, and he's thinking about his teammates here, and they need to make the stand. Here, second down and 6.
Yeah, Sawyer Morgan in the gun. He's going to fake the handoff there, do a little reverse to Reidiger, and Reidiger is stopped. Good read by the Bulldog defense as they're able to sniff that one out, and it's going to set up a crucial third down.
Yeah, and again, that's one of those plays, though, Andrew. South Harrison had the opportunity to make a stop, but Reidiger able to break the initial tackle.
Yeah.
And South Harrison swarmed to the ball, but boy, you'd like to see third down and another 3 yards there. See if they go to that short passing game here.
Yep. Third down. Reidiger comes in motion. They're going to hand it off. Oh, and he jumps up in the air, but he's taken down. I think he's short.
Hand off to Trevin Beidinger.
Yeah, and so it
brings up fourth down.
Fourth and what? Three there?
About 3, yeah.
That brings up fourth down.
So here come the Cowbells as we've got a huge play. 6:50 to go in the ballgame. Clock is running, and Putnam County with the 7-point lead.
Yeah, depending on what happens in this play, it could be a very different ballgame. If Putnam County punches it in here, it's looking very bleak. But if South Harrison's able to make this stop, there's a big chance that
I think we're going to see a timeout by Putnam County here.
Yeah, they probably want to talk this one over. Curious to see if they thought they were going to show their offense, try to see what the defense would look like.
And so that will stop the clock at 6:22, 21-14. We'll go ahead and keep it here, Andrew, as we're coming up on this huge play. Number one, if you're South Harrison come out of this timeout, you've got to tell your defensive line you have to hold your water, because if I'm Putnam County, one thing I'm doing, I'm going to try hard count and see if I can get the first down without having to move the ball. And the other thing is, read your keys, and when we get there, we have to wrap up.
Yeah, like you said, you got to do the fundamentals right. You practice snap counts ever since you're in youth football, and there's a reason NFL teams still do it today. Grown men still jump on these, so you just have to have that calm composure if you're on the defensive side of the football for South Harrison, and just do what you've been doing within the 10-yard line. It's kind of a unique situation that they're able to stop this midget offense within the 10-yard line, but here we are again, and that D-line has to come up big here.
Yeah, and it's one of those, right, you've got to hold your water. You got to make sure you don't jump, but you also have to be aggressive, right, because it's only 3 yards. You can't be setting back and waiting, and so there's a couple of guys that could be here, and Putnam County has options. I would be very surprised if it's not on the ground, though.
Yeah, it's got to be Angstrom Watt here. Reidiger comes in motion. They're going to pass it, though. Sawyer Morgan looking. He's going to go up, and he's taken down. He's short. South Harrison makes the stop, and the quarterback scramble as there was nothing there, and the Bulldogs take over.
Wow.
At their own 6-yard line.
And that is a huge surprise, as Bryson Quinley's mother, Mary, letting us know that broken collarbone, and so that will end his season more than likely. He's already dealing with a hand issue. But South Harrison, his team, opportunity to get back in this with 6:16 on the clock.
I'm sure he's not even worrying about the injuries, just watching his boys play right now. Time for Jet Cornett to take hold of this offense. He tosses it to Mason Galloway there on the far side. Nothing going there as he's wrapped up, and thanks to forward progress, could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. This Putnam County defense has done a great job.
Brings up second down.
Gain of, a couple there. What? Forward progress helped there, but actually they'll back it up.
Yeah, they've definitely keyed in on Mason Galloway tonight.
No gain, but one of those situations, South Harrison, you got to get north and south, and that clock is running. South Harrison runs someone off late.
Here we go, second down. Cornett under the gun. Eckerson comes in motion. They hand this one off up the middle. That's big Craig Coffey with the first down. About a 12-yard pickup as the Bulldogs move the chains with just under 5.5 minutes left.
Yeah, and that's big players make big plays. And if you're South Harrison, number 49, Craig Coffey, is the guy you need him to make big plays, and he's come through in the past, and you need him to continue to do that. Now you at least have some breathing room if you want to try to put the ball in the air here if you're South Harrison.
Here we go, Cornett. Under the gun, Coffey in the backfield. Galloway going to come in motion. They're going to hand it off to Craig Coffey again. Another explosive run. About a 6-yard gain. And that clock keeps ticking.
So coming up on 4:45. Well, after that 6-yard gain, but South Harrison, right? It's touchdown or bust here with 4.5 to go. So you're not going to be able to do this 4 or 5 yards at a time here, Andrew.
Yep. Looks like there was a timeout called. I believe. Oh no, we're just maybe a shoe that was untied. Let's take a little break here.
All right, we'll double knot that up and get ready to go as South Harrison cheer squad trying to get their football team encouraged to move the ball and score here with 4.5 to go in the ball game, trailing by 7.
And here we go. Second down. Cornett takes the snap, and the ball is on the ground. I think South Harrison recovered, but
there's a fumble on the play.
A little miscommunication by Coffey Cornett there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a wasted down.
Oh,
Putnam County is.
South Harrison retains possession.
Okay. South Harrison keeps the ball.
They somehow gained it. Gained a yard or two. Actually looks like gained a couple. So 3rd and 2. So you're back here in Craig Coffey land, but not sure why the clock is stopped.
Yeah.
Because there was no change of possession, but the official, the white hat, has not wound it there in the middle as he's discussing something. Maybe they're talking about the spot. Maybe we had the wrong ball out there.
Yeah, they're tossing the ball and for a new one.
So we'll get the ball right. Maybe that was the problem. Couldn't hang on to it. It wasn't our football.
Yeah.
Now we'll wind it and get going.
Playing with the NFL size out there. 3rd down and short. Cornett takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Coffey, and he might be short of that first down marker.
Not much there.
So now that's going to bring up a big 4th down.
Maybe got one.
That'll be good.
Oh, no.
All right. Don't trust us.
It did not look like it from our vantage point, our angle, but the South Harrison will take it as we're now just coming up on 4 minutes, under 4 minutes to play. South Harrison's going to need to put the ball in the air at some point here.
3:53 remaining in this ball game. You got a receiver on both sides, 2 wingbacks. Galloway comes in motion. Cornett's going to hand it off. Craig Coffey looked like he's going to have an explosive run, but he's tripped up. It's maybe 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, and again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Then again, right, they're bringing those linebackers right up through that A gap, and somehow Coffey was able to get by. But at some point, right, we're coming up on 3 minutes to go. South Harrison's going to need to get a chunk somewhere.
2nd down, same formation as the last play. Cornett takes the snap, and he is looking to pass, but big sack. Storms through unblocked. Trying to see who that was.
Yeah, that's
South Harrison.
a huge loss. That's
forces you to take a timeout, or that clock was going to keep on running.
Third and, 18, 19 yards here?
Yeah, at least.
18 is what they have on the scoreboard, and that's
third down,
kind of close to what we have. And so, again, they're bringing that pressure right up through the A-gap. So that will work, Andrew, versus the run. That'll work versus the pass because you're coming up right where the quarterback is unless you're able to get him off his spot and roll him out.
Yeah.
And so South Harrison, Andrew, 2:58 to go in the ball game. Clock is stopped with the timeout. They trail by 7. 3rd and 18, but you don't have to get all 18 right here because you know you're going to use 4th down if you need it.
Question is, do you pass now or do you run the ball, try to gain more yards here, knowing you have another down? A lot for the coaching staff to think about, but
and that could definitely be one where you look at it. I mean, if you're Putnam County, I don't think you can be that aggressive again here on 3rd and 18.
No, expect them to sit back a little bit here.
And so, right, can you get a draw play or a quarterback draw and maybe catch them back and get, 8 yards, 9 yards, 10 yards? We'll see as South Harrison gets on the ball here with 2:58 to go in the ball game.
So 3rd down and 18. Cornett under center, Coffee in the backfield. And Galloway's going to come in motion. You might think that they're going to do a halfback pass. Mason Galloway throws it deep in double coverage, and that is knocked away and incomplete.
Pass intended for number 0, Gage Barkley.
And that didn't fool Putnam County.
Yeah, they've seen that one probably in last year in the playbook.
And it definitely becomes one of those, right, if you're them and you're a defensive back, you're a safety, you're a corner, hey, 3rd and 18 now, 4th and 18. I've got to play back. So if you're South Harrison, couple of choices here. Try to throw deep again. Maybe send a few guys deep, or maybe send some guys deep and run a little screen to Craig Coffey. Right?
Yeah.
Get him in some space. See if he can't make something happen.
Yeah, you don't have to force it down the field. You have athletic players who can make it, but this is a crucial down here.
And I don't think South Harrison was lined up correctly there.
Yeah.
And
now you have one timeout, so if you don't get it, it's looking pretty bleak for the Bulldogs.
With 2:51 to go, if you don't get it just with the one timeout, Putnam County doesn't need to do much. I mean, obviously they'd like to get a first down.
Just hoping for a fumble or something like that.
But those would be the things you have to stay away from, which I would assume will just get some dive plays up the middle, and if nothing else, South Harrison gets right. You take all 4 because of the position on the field, and nothing else. South Harrison gets the ball back with like 30 seconds to go with no timeouts, having to go the length of the field. So it'll be an interesting play call here. I don't think we'll see anything tricky, right, as far as like a reverse or flea flicker. We just saw the halfback pass.
Yeah.
I think this, if you're Coach Chris Schoening, it's what is our best play?
Yeah.
Not necessarily what's our best play to get 18. What do we believe our best play is to get 10 with the hopes that maybe we can break a tackle and get something down the field. Offensive line's going to have to make sure they hold and give Jet Cornett time if he does throw the ball.
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up here. Cornett's been able to make good passes, but we'll see what happens here. 2 receivers here on the near side, none on the far. Coffey goes in motion there. They might try a little screen pass. Cornett avoids a sack. He's scrambling around for his life, and this is it. He's sacked, and the Midgets take control of the ball, and the odds are in their favor now.
And that's one of those. Because of the pressure, I don't feel like he even could have just thrown one up.
Yeah, he didn't really have a chance to do anything.
No, he never had a chance to get his feet set. And we mentioned the offensive line really needed to step up and give him some time to at least look downfield. And Putnam County did a good job. And a lot of times, right, teams will go back and prevent or something. They decided to bring pressure and made it hard on Jet Cornett and got the ball back.
Yeah, 1st down and 10. They're going to hand off to Campbell Johnson. Solid pickup there. South Harrison now, you're just trying to go for the football, trying to strip it, do anything you can to try to get this football back. As there's 2:30 left in the ball game. South Harrison has 1 timeout.
And that is it. Right, as they get 4 there. If you're South Harrison, your big hope is to simply strip the ball, which sometimes leads to a runner being able to break a tackle. You also can't let him get a first down, because you get a first down, this is over and you have no chance at it. They can kneel on it at that point.
So Morgan going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. That's Angstrom Watts. He gets the first down. Down just short of the goal line.
That'll be good for a midget first down.
And Putnam County can start to feel it.
And at this point, it's just semantics. I mean, there have been crazy things happen, right? You fumble, snap, a guy picks it up, returns it 80, 90 yards. But now they're down inside the 5.
Yeah.
What about the 4?
Yeah, South Harrison, had their chances tonight to get back in this football game. Just too many mistakes, but here on the first down run, they're going to hand it off to Watt, and he is going to be short. Some of the players thought he got in. That clock is going to keep on ticking. We're at 1:15 left.
And this is the point now. I mean, they can score. They don't need to. They could also just kneel on it. So we'll see what they elect to do here. Honestly, I'd probably kneel on it, because you try to punch it in. If that ball comes out and it somehow gets returned or picked up,
yeah,
they're going to go ahead and run a play.
You can avoid injury that way potentially. They want some points though, and they're going to punch it in with Watt, as the midgets are going to walk into Memorial Stadium and come out with a W.
Yeah, so they elect to score a touchdown. They could have kneeled on it. They elect to score there to make it 27-14.
There's Matthew Blanchard out for the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. So Putnam County 28, South Harrison 14.
Putnam County's doubled South Harrison up. We'll come back for the kickoff with 39.9 to go here in the ball game. So we'll step away, come back for more after this break.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here on Bulldog Sports TV. We appreciate everyone watching. We've had a great crowd tonight, and appreciate you being with us. Thanks again to all of our sponsors and family sponsors. As get ready for the kickoff, Putnam County 28-14.
Here's the short squib kick. Going to be picked up by Coffee. There's going to be a flag thrown.
Great Coffee on the return. There is a flag on the play.
So down to 32.7 on the clock. We'll await the call here. Be against the Bulldogs.
Holding on the
I'm
Bulldogs.
going to be holding on the Bulldogs.
5-yard penalty.
So 32.7. See what South Harrison does here.
South Harrison will start their drive from the 30-yard line.
If they decide to just run it out or put it in the air again.
Yep. I'd say at this point you might as well put it in the air.
Putnam County has made Jet Cornett uncomfortable back in the pocket tonight.
A lot of pressure on that big D line, and they're going to throw it here. Cornett looking to pass, going to throw it across his body down the field, and that was almost picked off. Dropped by Trevin Reidiger.
Barclay broken up by number 7, Trevin Reidiger.
Yeah,
Second down.
That's one of those situations again. Throwing late over the middle is dangerous. A lot of people there. If I'm South Harrison, maybe down 2 scores, I at least try to get the clock running on this play.
Yeah.
Already had one player injured, Bryson Quinley, but again, glad to see nothing serious, as we heard from him and his mother.
Yeah, Cornett going to take the snap, looking to pass again, and he fumbles it.
Ball came loose, yeah.
Ball came loose, but yeah, he should probably just let that run out.
Fumble on the play, recovered by South Harrison.
In the game, and looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. So Putnam County come into Bethany and come out with a big W in this pivotal GRC matchup. Final score 28-14 Midgets.
Yeah, that's a big win for Putnam County. We'll step away here from our sponsors. Be back with the Green Hills Insurance postgame show. CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat here on Bulldog Sports TV. Be back here after these words from our sponsors.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
At Petty John Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
All right, so CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat back here in the press box as South Harrison drops their first game to go 1-1, 28-14 to the Putnam County Midgets. And it just didn't start well on the turnover on the opening kickoff. And there was never a flow, even when they scored 2 touchdowns, never a real flow to that South Harrison offense tonight.
Yeah, they had problems with that Putnam County defense, primarily that D-line, which is getting pressure on Jet Cornett all night whenever we wanted to pass. Did a really good job at stopping Craig Coffey early in the first half. We were able to move the football a little bit better on the ground in the second half. But, yeah, just all night, 0 answers from the South Harrison Bulldog team. And that's a really good Putnam County Midgets football team. They come into the top team in the GRC and beat them on their turf. Obviously, the season's not over. There's a lot of football to be played. So we'll see how it ends up. But, South Harrison, you have a lot to look back on. Dominated Milan last week. Basically, played a perfect game. But you can really grow from this, learn from this. They're going to be watching a lot of film, and I'm sure practice will be pretty intense this week as we look forward to Marceline next week.
Yeah, and we'll be back home here on Bulldog Sports TV with Marceline. And so, once again, 28-14. And you tip your cap to Putnam County. They came in, not only played well, but had a great game plan coming in against this South Harrison Bulldog team that were picked in the preseason to be first in conference. That's still on the table because everyone still has a lot of games to play. But you're going to be chasing this one in that conference race if you're South Harrison. And so right? You regroup and you get back at it. Again, we appreciate everyone that watched tonight. We had a record crowd watching tonight online. People from not only South Harrison fans, also had some Putnam fans watching. I want to mention real quick our sponsors and O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings, Harrison County Community Hospital, Petty John Auto Center, Bethany Fuel Depot, Green Hills Insurance, which is our sponsor of our pre- and post-game show as well here, El Nopal Authentic Mexican Food, Little Claire's Garden, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, BTC Bank, Bethany Rotary Club, Bethany Building Center, United Country Real Estate, Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, and Hidden Acres Cabins. And so, Andrew, right, we hold on, let's get back to where we need to be. You come back here, and South Harrison coaching staff meeting with their team. They're all kneeling down.
Yep.
You got a lot of seniors on the team. I'm sure there's some boys disappointed. But week 2 isn't time to quit or give up.
Oh, no. There's still, like I said, so much season left. So much more football to be played. And there's a lot to there's a lot to keep your head up for tonight. I mean, South Harrison was in this game with a really good Putnam team. They hung in there. They had chances to win. Mostly just stupid penalties that kind of held them back. Turnovers, like we said. Fixable things for sure. So looking forward to see how the coaching staff can help improve and accelerate this team. And still a very dangerous team in the GRC. And we're going to get to see how they play against Marceline next week.
And that's it. How do you come back? And so we want to thank our family sponsors as well as we show all of those names on the screen. We appreciate everyone that has reached out to us to support us. Big thanks, South Harrison Athletic Director Kel Watson was just coming through. Big thanks to South Harrison, their administration, and all their support and help for us, as we'll show you the next group of family sponsors. And so we also have added to that list. I forgot to move the third slide over for football. I had it on softball last night. Dick and Roberta Smith, Keith and Rhonda Deskins, and Shirley McKinney. And so appreciate all of our family sponsors. If you want more information, right there it is, $20 per the school year. Helps us be able to travel and with equipment and with our mobile internet set up and data plans and everything, and we so appreciate that. And so you can send us a message if you have a question. If you're a local business, you've seen all of our ads tonight as we've shown those, and we so appreciate everyone that is supporting us. But if you like more information on supporting Bulldog Sports TV and allowing us to go out and show all of these events, and we try to do so as best as we can with high-definition cameras and the setup we have. And so I appreciate, as always, my partner in football here, Andrew Sweat. And so, again, the final 28-14, Putnam County over South Harrison. Putnam County goes to 2-0 on the season. South Harrison drops to 1-1. But get right back at it with Marceline. Want to look at our calendar real quick here on Bulldog Sports TV. I will be at the softball game versus Mid-Buchanan. That'll be a huge softball matchup. It's out of conference, but it's a team could be in district play, and they've had a great season. Mid-Buchanan has. That'll be on Monday night. And then Thursday night, a huge GRC softball game, Andrew, versus Gallatin.
Mm-hmm.
They're on September 11th.
Those are definitely the two top teams in
softball. And Gallatin won the conference last year. It was the only conference loss for South Harrison. South Harrison returns everyone. And talking to Coach Aaron Fitzpatrick, South Harrison wants to get that. That's circled. They're going to play Mid-Buck, and they'll go on the road to Marceline on Tuesday. And then Andrew will be with me on Wednesday night, Sports Central. And then don't forget next Friday, football versus Marceline. Thank you again to everyone that watched, all of our support. For Andrew Sweat, this